Hey everybody, welcome to another live stream as we're watching the playoff baseball here with Lakeland and Clearwater. And let me see if I put this on my screen here. Yep, there we go. Lakeland. Oop, that's not what you wanted to do. Oops. All right, so Lakeland and Clearwater, and we'll be going back and forth between the West Michigan Whitecaps, who are playing at home, and Lake County, defending Midwest League champions. Wow, it's been a long last couple days. So if you want to stick around, cool. If not, no big deal. The Tigers are starting at 7 o'clock. We'll be sticking around for probably an hour or two. I don't think we're going to do the full broadcast this time. I think Chris will be joining me at some point. But if you want to sit and watch some baseball, as Luke Stoll, who has struggled with walks. All right, walking off the leadoff hitter here. Still fell in, I believe it was, he's had a big problem with walking, guys. And so the key for Clearwater here is to get to him pretty early. And Hayden Minton is going for the Whitecaps. And basically, it's the same lineup for Lakeland as it was on Tuesday. So we'll see here with the lineup here in a second. So center field is Nick Dumancil. Right field, Jesus Pinto. DH is Chris Myers. He's still in rehab from Erie. Batting cleanup, and the catcher, Ricardo Hurtado. Batting fifth, playing third, Carson Rucker. Playing second, Junior Tillian, Stephen Russrich in left field. Did you get him there? Sorry, I was just there. Sam McGill playing shortstop, Christian Santana batting ninth and playing first. So if Lakeland advances, nice play there. That was a nice play. I just looked up there. It was a good play there by Gill. He almost doubled him off there, so that was a good play. But yes, Lakeland wins, they advance, and they will go to their second straight championship. So, thank you, Tom. It was really cool. Yeah, shout out to Kieran and Cody for having me on. It was a lot of fun. It was really good to talk to those guys. And fun fact, Cody and I play on the same softball team in Oak Park, and so that's been fun. And we lost in the first round of the playoffs, but. Yeah, Cody's a really good shortstop and pretty good hitter, too. So it was good to talk to those guys. And Kieran's really good salt-to-earth guy. Really good guys. So Lakeland here. Yeah, Elton, yeah, he's Santana's. I don't think he's going to make it past after the season. He's batting under 200. I think the time with the Christian Santana experiment's over, unfortunately. And it's unfortunate because he has a lot of power, but he has the same problem as Chris mentioned, like Jose De La Cruz, where it's a lot of power. And it's just, but batting consistently is going to be a problem. Let's see here. Let's check in with West Michigan here. And we'll switch feeds here. And already the Whitecaps already have 2 outs. And Lake County, by the way, also look into Lake County is not. And I was talking to our buddy Justin from the Cleveland Guardians Insider minor league site, and basically they don't have the pitching this year that they had, so he's less confident about their chances to advance. Nice swing this there. Looks like a change up there for Minton, who came up from Lakeland, had a really good strong start with Lakeland, and then before he got called up to West Michigan. I should have mentioned him. Did he go? I don't think he went. But yeah, so West Michigan also has a chance to advance, and they're on of course, the historic 92-win plateau. They tied the team record that was set back in, I believe it was 1997. 1997 team. And it was awesome to see just the fact that it was 2 different rosters, a tale of 2 different halves, and they were able to continually excel and do their thing. Let's see here. Nice play there. Get the final out. And Lake County goes down 1-2-3 in the top of the first. Let's go check back in with Lakeland here. The Clearwater has 2 runners on, 1 out. Fly ball to center. It's underneath there. To throw. There's nobody at the bag there. There's a Hogart goes to third, and there's 2 out for Clearwater. There's never going to be a day where I feel sorry for Cleveland and their affiliates. No, Elton, I don't either. It's Cleveland affiliates have always played the Tigers tough. Akron comes to mind. Lake County has always been a pain in the ass for the Whitecaps. So, yeah, I'm with you there. There's a base hit there, and Clearwater looks like it's going to be on the board. I'm surprised, by the way, that they did not start Jake Miller, who's still down in rehab. Maybe they'll save him from Game 3, if there is a Game 3. But Clearwater on the early lead, 1-0. And we'll go in with West Michigan at bat here in a second. But if you're down at LMCU, that beautiful ballpark, the renovations they've done down there have been outstanding, and it's been a fun watch. It's been fun to watch the whole transformation of it all, and the domination of it, and the new locker rooms too as well. And it's a fun place to watch a game. It really is. When it gets loud, it gets really loud in there. And I used to live over that side of the state. It's a fun part of the state. So Lakeland looking to get out of this inning without too much more damage. But other than that, everybody who's watching, thank you for the few people that are watching. I appreciate this. And like I said, we'll stick around as long as you'll have me. And the Tigers start things at 7:05, and we'll be monitoring that as well. I should share the sound on this.
1-2 from Stoffel. Slider floats away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Took a bit off of that slider. Now we'll get a new baseball.
I'm surprised there's no Rainey.
Tyler Petterini's on deck. Ferreira, the third of those 3 righties.
So it's this time of year, there's a lot of storms come through.
The first 2 righties walked for Clearwater. Stoffel sets. The 2-2 pitch. Hit in the air out to right center. Nick Dumanil moving into the gap. He calls off. Jesus Pinto makes the catch.
He's like, Pinto, get out of here.
Side, but Clearwater strikes first. They take a 1-0 lead going to the bottom of the first on the Flying Tigers Baseball Network.
Clemente documentary. Thank you, Whitey Whitehead, for the $5. I appreciate that. So you deserve a... I should pull a hasty.
Exquisite.
Elton, that board is like $500. Don't worry about it, man. It's all good, man. It's when it comes, they'll come. Things will happen when they do, and I'm not worried about it, man. It's all good, man. The brand new board that I'm using is a $500 board. But we have other things we got to worry about right now on my end personally. But that's another story for another day. Let's see here. So let me see if I can share this tab instead. Okay, so. All right. And we'll put the voices of the Whitecaps, Dan Hasty,
1-1.
and Nate Wengler.
Down and in. So Caden Favors gets the chance here in Game 2. Lake County landed on Matt Tugboat Wilkinson in Game 1.
Tugboat. It's a big guy,
The
man.
lefty who had a phenomenal August. Caps were able to get to him. Can they do the same with Favors, who's been red hot since that month? Graham.
Nice piece of hit there by Graham.
It's a one-out base runner for the Whitecaps here in Game 2.
And Graham just came off the IL after I think he was on the IL for like 2 weeks. Came back game 1, nice piece of hitting there, and it was good. He sets a really good. He does a really good job of setting the top of the lineup there. So it's good to see Graham just get healthy and be consistent. And I know that was one thing he's been working on. And same thing with like Pacheco here. And
Isaac Pacheco's turn.
Pacheco with a big three-run home run that helped West Michigan get some separation the other night. He's the all-time leader in the Whitecaps history in home runs. And it's funny, too, when you ask some of these players. Chris said something about that was pretty funny. That was funny. I just think of the original Tugboat from wrestling. Tugboat and Typhoon? Or what was that? There was a tag team in WWF back in the early 90s.
Loaded the bases with nobody out in the 9th inning against Marco Jimenez. That's the difference between hearts stopping and skipping. One ball, one
yeah, but some of these minor leagues, when you talk about the records with them, they're kind of sheepish about it.
You can tell they're being extra careful with him, and for good reason. Yeah,
they almost feel like they're not ashamed of it necessarily, but it's just kind of like maybe they don't want that record. I don't know. It's just weird when you see the conversation. I'm not being disparaging about it, but
waiting for his to drive it.
County 2 balls, 2 strikes. If you remember that home run we were just talking about that came on Tuesday, it was the swing of the night for West Michigan.
By the way, that single was by Will Verling, the cousin of Matt Verling for Clearwater, and that was the RBAS single
Isaac
there.
Pacheco loves playing at a place like that. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fouls it back. That was his 40th home run in his Whitecaps career. And his 18th of the year. I guess he has the unofficial lead now. 2-2. Swings just a hair north of the zone.
Good eye there by Pacheco.
Loaded up. The runner at first is Peyton Graham. We'll keep an eye on him.
Favors has to be careful not to leave that one in that spot. That's a little bit lower. It's right on the line with the swing.
The payoff. Pacheco
slams
it
smoked that.
Down the line. 3-2 the count. You know, we've been watching Isaac Pacheco now for a long time. Got to go all the way back to 2022 when he made his Whitecaps debut. And to watch it all.
Thank you, Alton. I appreciate that, man.
Exquisite.
I appreciate the donation, man, and the Patreon stuff. Like I said, hopefully everybody likes the Patreon stuff. We'll keep that content going. It's been that part's been great, and we're trying to come up with some more stuff. The scouting report's done. I just got to put them up, and yeah, it's been the whole Patreon experience this year has been. We're learning how to post more content on there.
That's why he's so effective.
The 3-2 toss. Pacheco
it's good at bat here.
Flares it down the left field line. Giving a look is Nick Mitchell. It's out of play.
You know, and it creates a situation like how do you
so for everybody who's watching, how many people have been down to the new improved LMCU park, or have seen the changes, if you will? It's always been a great ballpark to see a game.
Susceptible, and they'll leave one over the middle, and that's where he's been able to capitalize this year.
See what happens here.
Another 3-2 pitch for Isaac Pacheco.
I was Favors is like, really? Okay. What do I got to do here? Right now, Lakeland has a runner on second with 1 out against Wood. And yeah, this is an advantage for Lakeland to have Myers in the lineup as he's doing his rehab assignment. And I think he hopefully will be in Erie next week for the playoffs. It was a very good at-bat. Andrew Jenkins up. I always say Leroy Jenkins. Andrew Jenkins has been a very clutch hitter for the Whitecaps all season, too.
Jenkins up the middle. A race to second by
That's unfortunate. But let's go ahead and let's go check back in with Lakeland right now. As like I said, Wood against Myers. Yeah, Wood is an electric arm, and Philly. This is the guy who lit it up. He had 5 strikeouts in his debut. He's already the number 4 prospect for the Phillies. Fly ball, and that's out. Number 2 for the Flying Tigers. But yeah, Gage Wood was a guy who really had a good College World Series and put himself out there. And he's only 21, so he's a younger college guy, and already making his single A debut. So, I know this sounds like a really weird question, but what do you guys think about pitchers with single numbers? I like it. It's different. I like Flaherty. I like the fact that it's not like the NFL. The NFL has so many, the NFL is not like that anymore, but for a while, certain numbers were assigned to certain positions. Ricardo Hurtado here, batting cleanup, the catcher today. He's a guy that has to lay off that off speed. I mean, he can crush the fastball, but anything away struggles with sometimes. You don't like it, Elton? Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's not for everybody. I think it's cool because it just gives him a little more originality. It is a little shocking at first, but I don't mind it. By the way, nice base hit there. Looks like he's going to score. And Lakeland has tied it up there. Nice RBI single by Ricardo Hurtado. And it's good piece of hitting here. Takes the ball and just takes it with it was a good hit. All right, there we go. I'm trying to over explain it and get a mush mouth over here. As the Mudhens, by the way, with Jace Young with a single and 2 runners scored, and Toledo's up 3-0 against Louisville. Those are the first runs they've scored against them in 2 games. Edward Valencia started with a walk, so he continues to have a good season. It's a good number. It's a good baseball number, honestly. Outside of like 42 with Jackie Robinson, I always like the number 45. I don't know why. 45 is always like a good number to me, a good pitching number. I don't know why. It's Carson Rucker here batting with 2 runners on and 1 out. Lakeland and Clearwater tied at 1. Again, if Lakeland wins tonight, they advance to the championship for the 2nd consecutive season. Grounder to third there. The third baseman took that and looks like a double. Nope. That was a little aggressive there by the third baseman there. I thought the shortstop had that play, so not sure what was there, the logic there. Psych. A little bit of high throw there, and Rucker with some good speed down the line. And the second run will score, and Lakeland now up 2-1. And this is Steve. This is Junior Tillian. Yeah, this is Junior Tillian batting, second baseman. Jace Young, Elton. I don't know what they're going to do with Jace Young. They have a very, very interesting dilemma here. With you have Anderson and McGonagall going to the Arizona Fall League. You have Haiuli, and you have Jace Young. You have basically McGonagall threatening to go up to Toledo. So what are you going to do? You have 4 infielders who could play essentially the same positions. So, I think they're going to have to make a trade. I think they're going to have some 40-man roster decisions anyways, and so I think one of them is going to go. And I think if he was good enough, I think he'd be there already. And I don't think the Tigers. I don't know. Just seems like a really weird disconnection there. Yeah, I think he's done, Elton. I hate to say it, but texting Chris here. Let's see if he's going to jump on. And put the sound back on. Forgot to do that earlier. Zach does a really good job
Rucker
here.
in motion on the 3-2 pitch at first. Wood delivers home. And Tillian slaps it over the screen. 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Everything in this at-bat's been the heater. He's seen 6 of them now. We'll see if it changes up.
If the Flying Tigers can extend this inning here,
First base, they are still holding him on.
Gage working with the double now. It's now 5-0 Toledo over Louisville.
On the pitch again. Another 3-2. Breaking ball lifted into left field.
Nice piece of hitting there.
Rucker's around second. He cruises into third with that head start. Another single for Junior Tillian. And the Flying Tigers keep this rally going in the first inning.
Nice piece of hitting there. And I don't think Wood's going to last. I mean, he's already going to hit 30 pitches here in this inning, so I don't see him lasting more than a couple more innings.
For the moment.
Does Young have any value? Deli Ninja Bees? I don't think he does. Like, that's where I think that's
Talk with Gage Wood. So that's a chance to update you on.
That's where everybody has this thing about, like, well, how come they didn't trade him? Well, if teams don't want him, they don't want him.
Second inning, Daytona scored 3 more runs in the top of the second, so it's 5-2 St. Lucie. Or excuse me, 5-2 Daytona over St. Lucie, as the Mets hold a 1-0 advantage in that series. If either of these series goes to a winner-take-all third game, that would take place tomorrow in Lakeland and St. Lucie, respectively.
Well, it looks like Lakeland. Let's see what Lakeland can do here and add another run.
Rustic in the right-handed batter's box to face Wood. Runners on the corners, 2 away. Tillian bluffs the steal on the first pitch. It's a fastball yanked into the left-handed batter's box. It's 1-0. Gage Wood wants a new baseball again. Didn't like the way that one came off his hand. At first, Tello holds him on. The 1-0 from Wood to Harustich, just outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Wood shaking his head. He thought he caught the corner there, but he did not.
Elton, I think he's straightened up a little bit. Yeah, I think he has straightened up a little bit.
Pitch.
And that's the biggest problem with Young is hitting velocity and hitting anything really. And if you can't do that, his glove is fine at second base. It's just a question of whether he can do it and play third.
The pitch was called a ball.
I love this ABS, by the way.
Look up at the ABS system on the video board in left field and on our MILB broadcast, and it is a strike.
The call is overturned. Clearwater still has 2 ABS challenges remaining.
First challenge from either side. Clearwater still with 2 of them remaining. They lost both of them in the first 4 innings.
The ABS, I think, is going to be a lot more efficient than people lead it to believe.
Later in the night. 2-1 to Harustich. Breaking ball, sliced foul, out of play on the right side. Gage Wood gets back even in the count.
By the way, West Michigan got a runner on already with Garrett Pennington on at bat. We'll check back in there in a second after this inning is over for Lakeland.
The 2-2 pitch. Line drive, sliced in.
Another base hit.
A base hit for Harustich. Carson Rucker scores, and Steven Harustich is fired up at first base.
Hell yeah.
The Flying Tigers lead it 3-1 in the bottom of the first inning.
The swivel. Nice piece hitting there.
Being off on Gage Wood.
Wood's just throwing none but fastballs, and so it's like Lakeland's like, all right, cool, thank you. Appreciate that.
Still 2 on and 2 away. First pitch to Heel. Wave and a miss. on an elevated fastball. And it's 0-1.
Gill made a really, really good play on a shortstop the other night. I like his glove a lot.
0-1.
Yeah, Riviera's done a really good job. Good call, Elton. He's going to be the manager for the Arizona Fall League for Scottsdale Scorpions.
Walking lead for Tillian at second.
Good coaching all around. Tony Caccielli's done a really good job with West Michigan. Andrew Graham in Erie. Gabe Alvarez, Wizard in Toledo.
Fastball up and away.
Toledo got off such a rough start, and they were able to recover, and they're going to finish the season over 500, it looks like. And Gary Pennington just threw a walk.
Advertised today from Gage Wood, but the Flying Tigers have done a really nice job.
I'm not sure what's going on over there.
And adjusting on the off speed. 1-2 to Heel. Ground ball, base hit into right.
Another base hit.
Tillian being waved around. Hogard comes up throwing. The throw to the plate is cut off by Tello. It goes to second. Heel in a run down.
Oh, boy.
Hrustic takes off for the plate. The tag is applied at home plate. And that ends the inning, but another run comes in to score. Lakeland plates 4 off of Gage Wood in the first and take a 4-1 lead to the second inning on the Flying Tigers Baseball Network.
Oh, they tried that, and yeah, four's good. That's a good start for Lakeland off Gage Wood.
And he just kind of lost track of what the count was.
That's got to be difficult when you're on a postseason assignment.
Right.
It's got to be frustrating if you're Michael Cross right now.
Thank you. You know, Elton, I think Gabe Alvarez is going to get some consideration. I mean, Gabe Alvarez has done a phenomenal job. Wow, nice catch there. That's a good catch there.
Well, one thing we've learned about Lake County, they are going to make you earn everything you get. That Whitecaps 7-2 win said everything about the Whitecaps, and really not much, a whole lot about Lake County. They've been rock solid all year.
I think sorry about that. To answer your question, I think Gabe Alvarez is going to be the next guy up. He's just done a really good job of just motivating his guys and being in tune with everybody. And he's been, Hinch has used him before down there, and down in Lakeland for spring training. So he's got some familiarity with Gabe. Hopefully, I mean, it could be anybody, but I think Gabe deserves a shot. Nice. That's some good, great, nice base, aggressive base running there by West Michigan.
And the Caps have him on the corners with 1 out. I believe they call this the Coriolis effect. It just moved a little bit, kicked off the edge of his glove. I thought that was going to bring Devers right into the line of the baseball. It looked initially like he had a chance to grab that one and potentially turn a double play, but just moved ever so slightly. A little bit of tail at the end, and he gets into the outfield. A little bit of that Whitecaps luck showing back up.
That was about an inch and a half from being an unassisted double play to end this inning. Infield comes in for the captains. Here's Jack Penny.
Jack Penny going to the Arizona Fall League.
Cues it off the end of his bat.
No outfielders are going to Arizona Fall League. I thought that was strange.
Doesn't it just feel like
Don't mind me, folks. I'm going to turn off my mic for a moment to grab a piece of this delicious, I believe it's ravioli that my wife made, so don't mind me.
Check swing, did he go? They said he did. It's 0-2. And I think also some credit goes to the pitching staff in that situation for putting the baseball where they want in according to how they have their defense aligned. But for now, they're looking for a timely swing from their shortstop. The 0-2, runner goes from first, and it's fouled back. No surprise that Austin Murr was trying to take second base. They're not exactly keeping them all that honest with their infield drawn in. Jack Penny, who has endeared himself to the people of West Michigan this season with a chance to give the Caps the lead. And he's down on strikes. One thing that is certainly working for Caden Favors is his breaking ball. there's 2 away, and that'll leave it up to number 22 here in inning number 2. It's Bennett Lee.
It's such an important pitch for him, too, because as we talked about, it kind of sets up everything. And we saw that fastball earlier. They got torched. Obviously, it didn't come back to haunt him, but if he can work in that one and drop it in every now and again, it's such a steep fall off from his fastball. Reminds me a little bit of Colin Fields in that way, the way it just kind of rainbows in. It's really hard to stay on top of it. A lot of induced vertical dip, too.
Bennett Lee, the batter, and there for the 2nd straight game for the Caps. And what a game he had on Tuesday. 4 plate appearances, was on base 3 times. Bennett might want to take a picture of that stat line at the bottom. They don't often have batting averages that go up that high. How about that stop by Johnny Tincher? You know, when we saw Lake County's lineup come out today, one of the big changes was Johnny Tincher, a veteran, a solid defensive presence to go behind the plate over the Lake County Bennett Thompson. They decided to dip into the experience side with Tincher. Oof, around the plate, 2 balls and a strike. That high portion of the strike zone has been called differently. See if the Caps can take advantage. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Lee. Coming up in the top half of the 3rd, by the way, we are visiting with our friends at Milk Means More. Ryan McCutch from the United Dairy Industry of Michigan will be here. You were saying?
It has been called differently. I think the key tonight is to just realize that north and south, you're probably not going to get it. Doesn't mean you go away from it if you're a pitcher, because it's still an effective spot, but at least you know what you're going to get.
Can Bennett Lee come through with a big swing? Down he goes, and that's the 2nd inning here in West Michigan.
Todd Wenzel proudly presents the Grand Prix. Here come the cars, here come the drivers.
Nolan Beltran in the left-handed batter's box. First pitch from Luke Stoffel, squares to bunt, pulled back, and the pitch misses with a fastball for ball 1. Just a little bit low. The 1-0 is a bunt popped up. Rucker makes the catch as he sprinted in, thought about making a throw, but both runners able to get back. But it is a bunt pop out to Carson Rucker for the first out of the inning. And it flips the lineup over for Jonathan Hogarth. That's a very big first out for Lakeland.
All right, sorry about that, folks. Just want to eat dinner real quick and get that out of the way. As West Michigan fails to score there.
Official ruling on that Humphreys ground ball is a fielder's choice, by the way, and Petterini reaching second base on that choice.
4-1 Lakeland here.
Hogarth inside with a sinker at 92.
In the top of the 2nd inning.
Hogarth walked and scored.
And it looks like there's a delay right now with the Yankees and Tigers game, so the Tigers look for the sweep tonight. They already got the series victory.
1-0. Ground ball chopped to 3rd. Rucker fields, relay to 2nd. Tillian across the diamond, not in time. It gets away from Santana, and Petterini comes in to score. As the Threshers get one of the runs back on the error. It's now 4-2.
Was that a throwing error or like, let's see here. I think that was maybe a throwing error by.
It was going to be a really close play anyways on the relay from Tillian, but the throw just a little bit wide.
Yeah.
Hogarth stays
Santana, there's not much
base.
Santana could have done with that.
The fielder's choice. There's 2 away for Jack Barker, who lined out to the shortstop heel on a diving catch in the 1st inning. He takes first pitch strike on the inside corner. Fastball at 94. It's 0-1. Lakeland still plays Barker toward the pull side. 0-1 up and away. 85-mile-an-hour changeup from Stoffel. It sailed out of his hand. Breaks a 10-game errorless streak for Junior Tillian. 1-1 misses away. 2 balls and a strike. Barker angles that bat over the left shoulder. Stoffel set with the glove at the belt. Righty with a long hold. Now kicks and deals the 2-1. Right back off of Hurtado. Gives the all good to the home plate umpire, Reginald Webb. And evens up the count at 2-2. Hogarth still at first base. Barker's the tying run at the plate. 4-2 Lakeland in the top of the second. Trying to get back to that championship series for a second year in a row and win the rubber match with Clearwater. 3rd straight year these teams have met in the West Division Series. 2-2 pitch. Lifted in the air softly to left field. Sprinting in, and he makes the catch on a dead sprint in left field to put an end to the Clearwater threat. Threshers get one back on the air, but Lakeland still with a 2-run lead going to the bottom of the second on the Flying Tiger.
Nothing worse than those blooper singles there, and you get like death by 1,000 paper cuts there. We have not watched a lot of Minton pitch, and he's having really quick innings, so he's been efficient so far.
Seeing what goes on the day-to-day inside.
By the way, Dan Hasty,
and in addition to that,
Wangler, 2 of the best.
The United Dairy Industry of Michigan, also helping them realize that there's more to dairy than just what you might see on a farm. There's also dairy nutrition.
And we're learning a lot about dairy today, folks.
There's plenty of different ways to get involved in agriculture or farming.
Now explain your role and how you guys come into play between the farmers and the community.
Yes, so we represent all of Michigan's 850-plus dairy farms. We do work on their behalf, whether it's outreach, whether it's nutrition education pieces.
That looks like the Tigers game is just starting now, so wasn't sure what happened there. So I'll be monitoring that or whomever. Nice swing. Nice swing and a miss there. Minton just commanding the fastball there. Good pitch there. Oh, look, maybe it wasn't a fastball. Looks like he took a little something off that there.
Absolutely. No, my coworker absolutely.
Elton, the same thing, man. I have to take that lactose pill. So trust me, my friend. It's I don't mess around with that stuff, man. Like for what, and my son's lactose intolerant. My dad was lactose intolerant.
I'm so overjoyed to have.
And I don't, yeah.
But no,
I have like those pills on hand everywhere I go. It's almost like I have to carry them in my wallet at this point in my life.
In baseball, or we have the UDIM Performance Center down the third base line as well, and we were able to ring that in with some of our farmers. We were able to have a ribbon cutting ceremony, and just bring out again some more community partners to see the space that we've helped sponsor and that the Whitecaps have for their players.
Dernetti lofts this to left, and Austin Murr puts it away. 9 up, 9 down for Hayden Minton.
Nice job there.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct.
All right, so we'll go back to Lakeland as the Flying Tigers are back up to bat.
Flips the lineup over to Nick Dumanil.
Dumanil, and it was an interesting conversation for those who listen to us talk about with Dumanil, with J.J. Cooper, and why they ranked him so high, and definitely the athleticism is there. And Chris made a good point about his swing mechanics a little bit. I think he's a little stiff, but there's definitely a lot of power to be had there, and covers pretty well in center field. That was I'm not gonna play that drop today. That's my favorite drops, though. Like that Chris found that. I give credit to Chris on that. Torres strikes out swinging. As we're underway, the Tigers are underway in the Bronx. They take on the Marlins this weekend, and that's gonna be. I'm really looking forward to watching the Marlins play. I mean, there's a lot of former Tiger love there. You have Derek Hill. You have Dane Myers, a former Erie Seawolf. You have John Hicks, another former Seawolf. And they got some really entertaining players to watch. And the record themselves, like, I know Kyle. Thankfully, they avoid Kyle Stowers, but nevertheless, it's gonna be a good series. This time of year, you don't take overall record seriously. Like we just saw with the White Sox. We were just talking about that on the Motor City Metrics. The White Sox came in and punched the Tigers in the mouth.
Dags into his windup. Righty from the first base side fires high. Ball and no strikes.
Yeah, you know what? Jace Young probably hurt us as he just hit a 3-run home run in the bottom of the second. Toledo's now up 9-0 over Louisville.
Down low, 2 balls and no strikes to Pinto. He worked a walk against Wood on an 8-pitch battle in the first inning.
See how that happened there.
2-0 pitch, line drive, single through the right side. Off the end of the bat on the slider, but just pushed it the other way. Pinto's aboard for the second time, a 2-out single for Lakeland. Flying Tigers keep the inning alive for Chris Myers.
Well, Young's going to drive the next one high in the air. This is deep to left field. Gone!
That was a shot, too.
It's a home run for Jace Young.
Opposite field shot.
Home run. Touch 'em all, Jace. Leaving the yard with a 3-run shot. Make it 9.
Dags will work from the stretch for the first time. He's still on the first base side. Pinto with a good-sized lead at first base. First pitch to Myers is driven out into right field. Jonathan Hogart moves a few steps to his right, makes the grab to retire the side.
Quick inning for
Lakeland.
Lakeland.
From Jesus Pinto, but nothing more for Lakeland against Ryan Deggs in the second. Luke Stoffel back to the bump with a 4-2 lead when we come back.
All right, let's go back to West Michigan.
Talking about this during the second inning. We'll get to some of the Arizona Fall League stuff in just a moment, but of course today is a day that all of us associate with one thing and one thing only.
Oh, that Rod Allen.
A moment of silence before the ball game today.
That Rod Allen clip is fantastic. Of him chasing when he was in Japan. Fantastic stuff.
2 strikes.
We need to play that someday on the podcast.
Certainly reminds us of what really matters. Hayden shoots a high fly right side. Going to be a long run for Gonzalez, but he's there and he's got it.
Yeah, and it's just something you can't ever forget, because I think you just realize how quickly it can all be gone.
Meanwhile, we were talking about this with Juan Benjamin a little while ago. He's the Lake County third baseman, but the Arizona Fall League rosters have been announced. Tigers are going to be sending a number of Whitecaps. Daniel Friejo is going. Carlos Licorica. Very well could see both of them on the mound tonight.
Oh, there we go. Hey, thank you, guys.
And Jack Penny. Interesting to see.
That was cool to see our graphic up there.
An opportunity and well deserved. You know, Kevin McGonigal's also going. What do those two guys have in common? They missed some time with injury this year.
It's Peyton Graham.
Perhaps trying to make up for lost time.
You know, Elton, I'm trying to see if he's gained muscle. I keep looking for it. Maybe, I don't know, man. It's just, I think he's just healthy. That's the most important thing. He's healthy. He had some wrist issues, and I think that's what really hindered him. But now he's healthy, and he's generating quite a bit of swing speed. That was a shot, Matt. I just posted that home run too.
Graham shoots one sky high to the right side of the infield. Collado leaves it to Dernetti, who puts it away, and there's 2 gone.
No, but not bad to get extra reps at the same exact time, and especially for Kev with how he started the season, then immediately going on the IL. It's just kind of been up and down.
Really, some guy,
so
Dookie Pickle.
Give him an opportunity. I think Jen Penny's shown us a lot down the latter half of this season, and since coming back on this team, so I'll be excited to see.
Is it a Yankees fan or a Tigers fan, Dookie Pickles?
Once that league starts.
That's the question.
Isaac Pacheco with the bases empty and 2 outs. Just a bit outside. 1 ball, no strikes on the Whitecaps third baseman.
By the way, in Lakeland, they just got the first out, and Stoffel is at 40 pitches, so he's kind of calmed down a little bit. Tyler Holton and Sawyer Gibson. Excuse me.
Tell you what, Nate, just looking around the seating bowl, you'd have thought it
Tyler
was
Holton's
Star Wars
the
by
opener
tonight.
today, and Sawyer Gibson Long will follow. I believe
I
that's
actually had
what's
some
going on
people who
today.
were coming that got here a little bit late.
Scuba
and
will be
making
pitching
the
tomorrow in
maiden
Miami.
voyage from about a mile and
I don't think that's
some
legal,
change
Dookie
away
Pickles.
just to
I
get
don't
to
think
the
that's legal
stadium.
at all.
It's packed out there.
So I'm wondering how many people are watching. If
2-0.
it's something, is it on Twitter or is it on
Just missed.
Snapchat or
Low of the
TikTok
zone,
or?
3-0, and if anyone's
I
gonna
know
get a
TikTok's
green
gonna have
light,
some rules for that.
You have to imagine it'll be Pacheco who walked his first time up. Would they dare put one in the middle of the plate?
Base hit there by
3-0.
Clearwater. As I'm
They
watching
do.
both
He
games
takes
here
it.
with the 2 screens,
3-1.
and Clearwater just had another hit.
Tells you a lot about
1,300 on YouTube. Hey, you know what? That's pretty good. It's better numbers than we're doing right now. But Yankee fans are always going to have inherited better numbers because people care about the Yankees a lot. They do.
Two-out base runner. Caps get one on with 2 away, and here's Andrew Jenkins.
I mean, we can hate on New York all we want, but there's always a good contingent
So
at
Beloit
Tiger
is
games, Yankee
playing
fans.
tonight.
So
They're playing against Cedar Rapids. Last time out, it was Beloit that picked up a win.
I mean, it is good to see that when the Yankees do lose. Don't get me wrong, but the Yankee fans are a strong bunch. No matter any Yankee content, I worked at Fansided. Does amazing numbers. It's impressive.
That game at their place, much like Lake County got theirs. 7-1 the final. So now Beloit's 1 win away from going to the championship.
So
could they be facing the Whitecaps?
Well, it's a pretty good squad too.
As soon as tonight.
I don't like their makeover, the Sky Carp. I don't know.
Double play back in the first.
Well, isn't that fun too? If that ends up being the case, we haven't played Beloit.
But they
this
are
year,
Marlin
so
colors.
That sets up a situation where it's kind of an unknown for both sides. Of course, you have to get there. We're not done quite yet, so I don't want to
60
jump
pitches.
the gun on anything, but it does set up a unique situation. We've had a lot of success against the West this year, but haven't gotten to see that team. So be interested to see how it plays out. We'll give you guys updates on that one. 7:35 is their start for this one tonight, but we'll see how that one transpires because I know Cedar Rapids had a lot of movement on their side.
1 ball,
Second
2
out for
strikes on
Clearwater.
Andrew
They got
Jenkins.
two runners
Favors
on,
is 1-2 in the dirt.
and
Nice
runners are
job
staying at
by
first and
Pinchuk.
second.
The more times he goes down and knocks a baseball down, the more you realize why he's back there tonight.
You need a veteran presence in the postseason. You just need someone who you know can be a great backstop, can stop baseballs. Runs come at a premium in playoff games. They feel like 2 or 3 when you get one early, and so that's why they need him back in that position.
2 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch to the Whitecaps DH. Too far, strike 3. Jenkins is
My
out,
dog
so
is
the Caps
still
through
begging
3,
for
we're still
food.
scoreless.
And it is that time of the game.
She's the producer of the podcast, unofficially,
Agent out of Ohio State.
making demands over here for food.
Just under 300, 299 in his 4 seasons with the Buckeyes. 0-1 misses away. This year he hit 324.
Yankees are already up 1-0.
926 OPS, 15 doubles, 10 home runs in the Big Ten.
Tigers took the series. I'm not particularly worried about it. The Cleveland and Kansas City play tonight, and the magic number for the Tigers is 8. By the way,
1-1. Called strike. Dropped in a changeup on the outer
Yeah,
edge
Toledo
at
is-
the knees.
they needed that. They needed that game really bad. They've been shut out by
1-2. Oh, there's a little challenge
really
coming in
crappy
from Petterini.
Louisville team. The Reds or Red Farm System. It's funny. I was talking to Clay Soden from Just Baseball, and he's always saying how much of
Goes the way of
a
Petterini,
mess it
and
is.
does. Just outside.
Ooh, all right. I was wondering. I thought that was a generous call. So
Clearwater has 2 ABS challenges remaining.
yeah, that was a home run by Aaron Judge. So you can't. They've been denying Aaron Judge the entire series. I was surprised they held out this long.
Clearwater
So
fans that made the trip as well in what has become a budding rivalry over the last 3 years. 2-1, fastball up and in. Petterini dispatches it straight back to the screen. So Stoffel does get that.
Chris will be
second
on
strike.
at 8
Twins are
o'clock.
Down at 2-2. Luke Davis at second. Will Veerling at first. Stoffel rocks himself set. Open stance with the feet. Lifts up the right leg. The 2-2 is lined foul left side. Petterini stays alive. Pitch count has climbed a bit for Luke Stoffel. This will be his 53rd pitch of the outing.
I think Lakeland's going to go to their they got
last pitch in the third.
Lakeland used, I believe, 3 pitchers the other day, so I wouldn't be surprised if they shorten up the game here. I don't see him going past 4.
Line drive softly into right field, a base hit. Davis waved around third. He will score. Pederini holds up at first. It's an RBI single, and runners are on the corners for Clearwater. A 4-3 game.
Clearwater is going to give him a challenge, and so
soft singles. The name
Stoffels not
right now for the
Reyes when it comes. Gabriel Reyes when it comes to strikeouts. He's the kind of guy that
90 feet away
has to be accurate and pitches to contact. The strikeout numbers reflect that. So, be interesting what Lakeland will go to in the bullpen here.
And some motion in the Lakeland bullpen. Joder Petri is warming. First pitch. Low and in on a slider to Humphreys. Lakeland has pretty much everybody available. Not many guys had to throw in the game on Tuesday.
Like Zach just mentioned, and he's correct. They have a lot of guys available.
1-0. Slap back to the screen, a ball and a strike. Logan Barrier went 1/3 of an inning. Ethan Sloan went 1 inning, but there's been a day off between those 2 games. You still have guys like Joder Petri, Ignacio Briseño, Ronnie Chalas. None of those guys pitched. Eliseo Moza. 1-1. High ball, left field, slicing out of play. Had home run distance.
Oh, wow. Lindsey Hunter's. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Lindsey Hunter's on the broadcast here.
Baseball game ever in
wow. Wait a minute. No, let's hold the phone here, guys.
Game in this game.
And you throw out a ceremonial first pitch tonight.
Absolutely.
And so if you've had 2 games in your lifetime, can I go out on a limb and say that was your first ceremonial first pitch, or was that your second?
Nope, that was my first ceremonial pitch.
What?
I was supposed to do it at Comerica, but I had another arrangement, so I couldn't make that one. So this is my first one.
Well, you made up for it. Fly ball to left. Murr makes the grab.
Remember when?
So what should we focus on? Because your pitch was picked up by the TrackMan data by the Detroit Tigers. So in case you're looking to audition for them and play for another Detroit sports team.
Yeah, it's very random.
Center of the plate.
That's all you asked for.
Little red dot bullseye right in the middle. We won't talk about the velocity.
That's okay. I was warming up. That was my warm-up. So if my warm-up was, if I get about 15.
Here's the thing about Lindsey Hunter, man. Him and Allen Houston, that backcourt that took over for Joe Dumars and Isaiah Thomas, I thought that was the future. And he became more important later. But, man, when Allen Houston was the Piston, man, just how smooth he was out of the backcourt. That was such a change, too. Those were, I think, the Don Reed years, too, as well, when he was the center. Man, that's taking me back. And he was on 105.1. He was on a show on. Nice throw. Oh.
And they wanted to give him a call just to kind of cheer him up because he was having a hard time. And we FaceTimed him and had great conversations and, saw the sincerity. And, Jeff was kind of in tears, and it kind of touched us, me and Caleb. And we was like, hey, let's do more. Let's do more for him. And Griff is a big basketball guy, so we said, hey, let's put a team together for him here. We ended up putting a team. He selected his own team, and the relationship just grew from there. And, by chance, the basketball opening just happened.
That's a good stat there, Juki
nowhere.
Pickles.
Like,
through the first 2 innings, every one head has at least one hit except
because
Navigado.
They had a coach. And, we talked about it. They offered the job, and we decided to go with it.
So what kind of coach are you going to be in terms of attire? Because there's a lot of different ways you can go.
No. That day of a coach wearing suits is over.
Okay.
COVID did away with that. We don't have to wear suits anymore.
we
wear
lost the
warm-ups.
suits in the pandemic.
We can just dress down now.
I didn't know this.
Yes, absolutely. No more suits.
So you go with the zip-ups. You can do those.
Yeah, whatever. Pull over. So all that type of stuff.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. So he's now coaching.
Well, I've had some eyes on him. Got some
over
friends,
in
got some
Sparta High
athletes.
School. He's coaching the Sparta High School.
We're gonna have to do some shooting.
Varsity basketball team.
I believe in shooting and defending. So we're gonna as soon as we get our house together here in Sparta and move in, We're going to
So that makes sense why he's there now. Okay, okay. I was just gonna say, like, why? Yeah, I did not know he was out there coaching
about watching
Sparta.
your game. Of course, you were drafted by the Pistons, then you came
Which is, I
back
think, it's just
down
south
to
of Grand
the
Rapids, I believe.
championship. But it was so much of the identity of that era of Pistons basketball to be just relentless defensive.
I agree with you, Elton. He got a lot of money from you. Correct me if I'm wrong. He got a lot of money from the Knicks too to get that deal. And what was he on that Knicks team that made it to the finals as the HC with Latrell Sprewell? Was it 99, 2000? I can't remember. I used to follow the NBA quite a bit. I was a big NBA guy until like the early 2000s, and I just stopped. I'm a casual fan, but I used to watch a lot of basketball. Every NBC game I was on, I did a lot of that. So
we were like brothers. We really competed in practice.
And actually, it was funny when the Pistons were winning back-to-back titles. That was my whole thing. Baseball was always there, but basketball was the front. Admittedly, for those couple seasons, in front of my former mind. When I realized I was better at baseball than basketball, then I stopped caring as much. I'm still a fan. Whitecaps get out of the inning.
Bigger than yourself. That's what it's about.
It's time for some margins doing it.
All right.
Ballpark birthdays.
So let's right back over to the Lakeland game right now. Lakeland still clinging on to a 4-3 lead, bottom of the third.
Some insurance as Clearwater has cut into that deficit with a single run in each of the first 3 innings. Flying Tigers with 7 hits now, with nobody out into this.
Chris Childs, man, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. That's a good throwback there. He was on the Nets too, wasn't he? Childs, Charlie Ward, the former Heisman award-winning quarterback for Florida State.
You have more hits than outs recorded.
Yeah, that's a
back.
I had a lot of basketball cards too.
Holds right now.
That's a good thing. Deadly Ninja beats Colt Keith turning on fastballs.
But that's
you know what? People.
2-2.
Keith has evolved more and more as a hitter.
Down the first base side.
I don't think
underhand flip to
the consistency's there. I really think the consistency's there with Keith. He doesn't have. I think the power is going to come next year. I think he's going to hit more home runs next year. Yeah. Oh, was it the Jason Williams teams for the Nets? Oh boy, Jason Williams. Not to be confused with White Chocolate, the center who shot his limo driver and killed him, and then said it was self-defense or something lame like that. Junior Tillian up the bat for Lakeland. Remember those late 90 New Jersey Nets jerseys? Those were sweet. The kind of like the weird camouflage, red, white, and blue camouflage they had going. Yes, he's at 24 right now. I think he has an outside chance to do it. So I think, was it Torkelson's got 28, I believe. So Torkelson would be up next, I believe. There's a fly ball to the left. It's going to burn him. That's off the wall. And that's going to score for Tato. And Lakeland's up now 5-3. Good piece of hitting there as Lakeland looks to get some more insurance runs. I thought he cleared there for a second. Is Spencer Torkelson at 30 already? I thought he was at 28. By the way, I liked his game yesterday. The Drazen Petrovic jerseys, yes. Those jerseys were absolute fire. Absolute fire. Those were great jerseys. Those, I didn't understand why they went away from those things. Those were so sweet. They remind me of those ice popsicles. Dingler, or I was going to say, going back to Spencer Torkelson, had 3 line drive hits yesterday. He got on base when he needed to. He was been popping up a lot, but it was good to see him get some hits yesterday. I mentioned this earlier. Every regular in the lineup yesterday got a hit. So that was, again, watching the Yankees self-implode like that. And we were talking about this emergency metrics, and I would get the feel of the room here. Is Aaron Boone a good manager at all? Do you see him at some of the decisions he's made in the series are being like, why are you guys putting these guys back out there? Meanwhile, let's go back to what let's see here. Big at bat here.
He went, and it worked out in their favor. Surprise, surprise. Want to know the count on the Whitecaps' first baseman. He belts it in the left.
Nice.
And game
has its first run. It goes to the Whitecaps, courtesy of Garrett Pennington.
Nice piece of hit by Gary Pennington.
And with how many pitches they've made him throw, you knew eventually that they were going to be able to break through. That time Favors tries to go with that backdoor slider, spins it right over the heart of the plate, and Pennington, so has such an advanced approach.
Lakeland just got a walk, too, so Lakeland's also cooking with gas as they look to try to extend the lead. Yeah, Kyle, I was going to say, it was really weird last night. I felt like you hung him out to dry, and same thing with the... Why warm up Luke French and then not pitch him earlier? I don't know. I believe it was the other night that he did that. Brett Callahan, by the way, had a triple. That's how he got the third, and that's how Pennington scored him the single. Yeah, Drazen, yeah, you know what, man? Drazen could hit a 3 from everywhere. I used to play... there used to be a rec league by my house. It closed down. It was Basketball City. And there was this one guy who wore a Drazen Petrovic jersey. And he'd just go, drain! And he would just bust out threes all the time. And, I think he was the original... He was going to be the big European superstar. He should have been. Fantastic shooter. Good catch shooter, too. He could catch it and shoot it quickly. Great release. Yeah, Kyle, it does make me appreciate that because if you look at the way that they handle Rafael Montero, they've given him the confidence. And Scott Harris, I was talking about this earlier. Harris was talking about how they've changed the grip for Montero on his split finger or his four-seamer, I believe it was, and the little changes that they've made have helped them big time. And they roll with guys. They don't put them in pressure situations. They kind of ease them back in there. So what Dingler do? Single. Nice. All right. Sweet. Tigers tie the game at 1. And Dylan Smith, thank you. Jake has just let us know in Discord. Dylan Smith's back with the lead. It's okay, Alan. I can talk 90s basketball all day, man. We'll have to have a separate conversation one day about that. We're going to be started on the Junkyard Jerome Williams. I mentioned earlier Jack Penny going the Arizona Fall League. Oh, whoa, what was that there? So the shortstop booted there. Let's see what's going on with Lakeland right now. As Lakeland is 2 runners on. It's 5-3. They have 2 outs, bottom of the 3rd. Oh, man, did he smoke that? Oh, that's foul. Okay. Santana just missed a home run on a changeup that was just floating in there. So Clearwater's out of this inning. So 5-3 heading to the top of the 4th.
He smokes it.
Wow.
He looks up. He can't get it. Bentley delivers. Pennington scores. Penny on his way. He's across. Over to third goes Bentley. Do you believe it?
Wow. That's some great base running there by West Michigan.
And this place is going crazy.
He almost caught up to him, too. You see that? That was awesome.
The Whitecaps had 2
Whoop,
runners
whoop, whoop.
around third, essentially step for step with one another. And lucky for them, the throw was off target. Omir Santos is out of the dugout. Caden Favors will be done. And how about Bennett Lee? He has been through so much here in 2025. And now when it...
All right, so Caden Favors is out of the game. And West Michigan looks like they're putting a stranglehold on this game. as they look to advance to the Midwest League Championship for the first time since 2017. And Lake County, the defending champs, look a little lost. Right now, I can't grab all the clips tonight because I'm trying to do one thing at once. So we'll be posting clips probably in a little bit. I'm sure Chris is cutting the lawn right now. So this is a break in the action right now, and Lakeland has a new pitcher in right now for the Flying Tigers. I'll get who that is in just a second. Jorge Petrie's in now. 50 strikeouts and 43 innings pitched. It does out of Venezuela. He's in now for the Flying Tigers.
Fastball, curveball, change up for Petrie. First pitch, high and tight with a fastball riding in at 92. 1-0. Beltran tried to lay down a bunt with 2 on and nobody out in the second.
Lefty's just 20 years old.
1-0, right over the heart of the plate for a called strike. As Jorge finds the zone. Lined up in the 1-1. Lifted foul over the screen, a ball and 2 strikes. Already 8 combined runs in this game on 13 combined.
Yeah, West Michigan has like I said,
in these Florida State League playoffs.
the fans are definitely bringing it.
Petrie's 1-2. Curveball.
Oh, nice pitch. Froze him. 3 straight fastballs and got him with the curve.
Strikeout for the Flying Tigers today comes on the first batter faced by Jorge Petrie in the 4th. Petrie earlier this season pitched an immaculate inning.
I forgot about that.
Against the Bradenton Marauders in August.
All right, let's see what's going on with.
Jonathan Hogard.
We'll check back in.
Gets to the plate for the 3rd time.
We'll go back to West Michigan as they're out to bat currently right now.
This is exactly it. When it rains, it pours for this lineup. They're just so aggressive, and they're going to put the pressure on you early.
Yeah, why tell you when we could show you? 1 strike to Peyton Graham. By the way, for Bennett Lee, it officially goes down as a double, 2-run double. No error on the play on the wild throw.
See.
And Rafe Schlesinger is about to hear Homer Simpson. They start chanting, boring. Although he's welcome to try it again. There goes the runner. Pitches inside. No throw. Woody Haydeen. He's part of the 40 stolen base club in 2025.
Congratulations to Woody Haydeen. He's been a big spark plug for the Whitecaps since he got called up.
I love Tony Capicelli's mentality around stealing bases too and taking the extra base. If you get thrown out, you get thrown out. Oh well, that's a part of the game, but we're going to force you to make the perfect play. And they've done that a couple of times.
Soft serve pop-up towards right. Gonzalez tracks and makes the grab for out number 2. Peyton Graham is retired. That'll leave it up to Isaac Pacheco. They were doing this on Tuesday. I mean, they were taking the extra base when given the opportunity.
Just like how the Tigers do it.
100% of the time.
It's an org philosophy to be as aggressive like this, and so it shows here even on the Whitecaps.
But to your point, whether you watch these guys or not, the book is probably out. You probably know that this is a team that will.
Hopefully, we'll be out. Depending on how funds go, we'll be out in Erie next week for the playoffs. And one of us will be at West Michigan. If West Michigan advances, we'll be at West Michigan too. So depending on how everything goes, just for everybody who does not know, I lost my job last month, and funds go back to paying for stuff around here with the computers and all that. And hopefully we'll get new gear. But I do have a second interview on Monday, so I'm stoked about that. And then I have another interview tomorrow. So. Things are looking up in that regard, so it's been good. The layoff came off randomly, and also I forgot to mention this. props. I want to give shout out to the Tigers territory, Cody and Kieran from the Foul Territory Network. Was on their podcast. It was a great time, and those guys are really a big fan of those guys, and it was great to be on. And it's cool when you don't have to host. So it was nice to be a guest, and appreciate those guys a lot. And I've gotten to know those guys throughout the years. Cody first came into the market from Oklahoma, and Kieran, those guys have been great. So it's good to be on their show. Yeah, thank you, Elton. I appreciate that, man. It was just a random thing that happened. It was just one of those things. I'm still a little miffed by it, but again, another story for another day. So Story Gibson Long is now in to start the bottom of the second for the Tigers, and Gibson Long looking to rebound a little bit. He had a rough start. By the way, if you have not had a chance to watch the AKA Charlie Sheen documentary on Netflix, I watched the first part last night. Holy crap. It is. There's a part where it was Dick Van Patten? Dick Van Patten was hosting a sports Battle of the Stars, and Charlie Sheen and his dad Martin Sheen took on Michael Jordan in a game. Yeah. And they played basketball against each other. It was crazy. Elton, you'll get a kick out of it because the only way that Michael Jordan had to close his eyes for the free throws, and he still made 11 of them, and the Sheens beat him by 1. And so anyway, it was remarkable. I couldn't believe it. It was just an insane thing to see. Yeah, PTO jobs. Yeah, we're just a number to them. No, you're right. And again, there's so many stories for so many different days. But let's just say this: people, if you have to dumb down yourself to the point where you have to explain yourself 1,000 times to somebody, it serves no point. It serves no purpose. You're at the wrong place to work. And I'll just leave it at that. By the way, they had no idea that I even did this. They didn't even care, actually. So Lake County back up to bat here at the top of the 5th. And they look like they're already one. Yep, it's going to be one down. Tyron Lozano with the double. Tyron Lozardo. Wow, I cannot talk tonight. I've been talking too much already today. Meant with some bling bling there. Gotcha, man. Go do what you gotta do, Elton. Whoa, there. Close pitch. Let's go to put the sound back on for Lakeland.
Works out of the stretch. First base side of the rubber. The righty kicks and fires. 0-1. Rolling away. Change up at 88.
Vasquez is a really good pitcher for Clearwater.
1-1. Line drive right field sinking, but it stays up for Jonathan Hogard, who makes the catch, sprinting in. Middle fastball. Nico's had some hits the opposite way in this series. See the glove of Hogard. Now Chris Myers up. He hit the ball well his last time, but flew out in the gap in right center. It's another look. Not just one hit in his rehab assignment, but a few walks. Takes low and in. 1-0. One hit came in a big spot on Tuesday with bases loaded and Lakeland up 1-0. Luke single to right center. Made it 3-0 flying side. He would never get less than 3 the rest of the way. 1-0. Hit on the ground, right side.
Nice play there.
By Ferrara that gets to his feet, throw to first. Flying Tigers are down in the order. Both pitchers out of bullpen with 1, 2, 3 innings in the 4th.
By the way, this is a good change of pace. then all the toilet stuff. Roto-Rooter is sponsored down in Lake County, and they were using all the. Yep, Chris is going to be joining Kyle in about 10 minutes. He crashed. He took a nap right after he got off work, and then he's mowing the lawn. So he should be on in the next few minutes or so. Ben Rice. I just talked about this on the podcast. I thought Ben Rice was going to be a pain in the ass. And, yeah, he just had a double. And after Jazz Chisholm stole second base. So, yeah, Chris is going to be jumping on here shortly. So, holding the fort by myself. It's weird. I've never talked this long by myself. I'm not going to lie. But it does help when you have action going on. And so let the game speak for itself. And let the great broadcasting team, Dan Hasty and Nate Wegler, and not that song. Come on.
Division championship and an opportunity for West Michigan to march to the Midwest Championship.
Sabrina Carpenter there. Nice. Jenkins is due. Jenkins has a very majestic beard. Robert Fick, man. I remember the home run he hit at the last home run at Tiger Stadium, the Grand Slam, on the roof. I think he got busted for PEDs when he was in Atlanta a short time later. Nice defense there by Lake County. All right, let's go back and check in with Lakeland.
His 3 innings.
Reedy's still in there for the Flying Tigers.
Situation for Lakeland is he goes 3 here. Luke Davis up, 1 for 2 for the switch hitting catcher. First time he stands in the right-handed batter's box today, and he takes curveball low and in for ball 1. Petrie shakes off Furtado and now steps into his motion, the 1-0. Fastball high.
Yeah, so it looks like Sawyer Gibson Long's not holding runners, which is a problem.
2 balls and no strikes. Lakeland plays heavy to the pull side of the switch hitter Davis. Wind is blowing in from center field now. 2-0. Just outside. 3 balls and a strike. Long hold from Hurtado behind the plate. Doesn't get the call and doesn't use a challenge. Lakeland has both of its challenges remaining. Hasn't used one tonight. Only used 1 in the game against Clearwater on Tuesday. The 3-0 does find the
pitch.
Petrie's back in the count. No walks issued by Petrie. 2 walks by Stoffel.
Nice.
3-1 gets a wave and a miss. It's 3-2. Both those walks came in the first inning. Since then, it's been a lot of singles for these 2 teams. Out of the 13 hits between the 2 sides, just 1 of them for extra bases. That was the Junior Tillian double. 3-2 to Davis. Petrie winds and fires the payoff pitch.
Damn it.
The base hit, and it's another single to the tally. The 13th single in this game between the 2 teams, and we are still just in the 5th. And Will Veerling up.
That's a big difference about single weight ball and everything else. I mean, it's stuff by 1,000 paper cuts, but it takes a minute for the scoring to happen. interesting crowd on hand in Lakeland tonight. Looks like some players, possibly girlfriends, in the first couple rows there. Yeah, nice job there. Unconventional double play, but it works. Unconventional in the sense that a first baseman starts it. That's probably a lot more normal than it happens that way. All right, switch back to West Michigan, and Minton's still throwing in the sixth at 61 pitches. And West Michigan's got a fully rested bullpen too, so I think I see Minton going one more inning. But it was interesting the other night when Reyes went over 90 pitches. I thought that he would be pulled, and because usually the rule is the 60 or the 60 pitches or I'm sorry, 6 innings or 90 pitches, and I think he just went above 90 on that point. So basically empty the tank. Wow, nice pitch there.
He had before the ball game, whatever that routine is.
Minton has looked really sharp. Honestly, he has looked really, really good. He's kept every Lake County off balance, and I was kind of concerned a little bit because there's been adjustment for him coming up from Lakeland, but this is the best start I've seen him in so far in a Whitecaps uniform, saving the best for the playoffs. It held Esteban Gonzalez, who's a pretty good prospect, pretty well so far. Maybe he'll go 3 innings, or he'll go the 8th inning. It's a great crowd on hand in West Michigan tonight and LMCU Ballpark. Glaber Toro's the double. Nice. Both asking here.
We need to put up 4 more zeros, but some insurance runs will help. First pitch to Hurtado, called strike. 0-1. Hurtado's already got 4 hits thus far on the postseason. Slider low and away. A ball and a strike. And we've got some rain coming down here in Lakeland.
I knew it. I knew that it was a storm. It was going to be a matter of time before it rained down there.
Don't seem bothered. 1-1 up and away. We are through 4.5 innings, so this game can be official if for some reason the rain picked up and wiped out tonight. But as it stands, like we're going to be plenty fine. 2-1 to Hurtado. Swing and a miss. Fastball up, and Velasquez blows it by him. It's 2-2. Velasquez with 1-2-3 in the 4th. Time called by Hurtado at the plate. Both of his singles the other way. He hasn't had too many balls hit to right field this season. A lot of his power has been to the pull side, although he does have a couple of opposite field homers. Here's the 2-2 from Velasquez. Down in the dirt. Curveball gets below the knees. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes to Hurtado to lead off the bottom of the 5th. Led off in the 3rd, singled and scored that insurance run that's made it 5-3. The 3-2. Ground ball, pull side to 3rd base, picked on a short hop by Petterini. His throw is wide, and Hurtado beats it out as Cello had to come off the bag.
A ball.
Back and couldn't get there in time, and E5 gives Lakeland a leadoff man on in the 5th. Carson Rucker gets a chance. Still looking for his first hit of the series.
Rucker, I think, is going to be another year in Lakeland. But I think he'll get some time in West Michigan next year.
Even a miss on the first pitch. It's 0-1.
He's still young.
Some impact plays defensively for Lakeland. And he's worked some good at bats. Beat out a fielder's choice in the first. That helped keep the inning alive. Scored a run on that play. Pickoff attempt to first. That gets away off the umpire. Tello chases it down. Hurtado heads to second. And he's in standing up. It's an E1 after the
E5 and E1.
And two Clearwater errors in this fifth inning have brought a man in scoring position for Lakeland.
A-ball. Not all A-balls like that, but.
Now a meeting on the mound between Luke Davis, Giuseppe Velasquez, and Nolan Beltran.
I'll check back in with West Michigan here in just a second. As Jack Penny just reached on a grounder.
Settled in the last couple of innings.
And an error by Lake County, actually. Never mind, it wasn't.
Third to make it 5-3. Since then, the bullpen between Petrie and Velasquez has put up 3 straight zeros in half innings. Lakeland tries to change that here with Hurtado at second. One to Hurtado. Slides inside, a ball and a strike. Carson Rucker, high draft pick of the Tigers a couple of years ago, out of the high school ranks. Grown quite a bit this season. 1-1 lifted in the air, right field.
Let's switch back to West Michigan here as Bennett Lee is back up the bat. Hitting 600 in the series.
The win here tonight. Game 1 of that championship series would be on Sunday. Again, whitecapsbaseball.com is where you can find tickets and information. 2-0 in there for a strike, 2 balls and 1 strike. And then the following 2 games would be on the road, either in Cedar Rapids or Beloit. That would be on Tuesday and Wednesday. And I know people were asking, why is it like that? They alternate where the championship series is between the 2 divisions, depending on the year. Schlesinger draws some boos from the crowd. That's his second check on Penny.
That's pretty lame. West Michigan gets 92 wins, and they get not a home field advantage. That sucks.
He takes inside to move it to 3-1. But just to give you an idea, Bennett in 2025 finished.
Oh, Carson Rucker got a single.
With a batting average of 114. He was crowned the best defensive catcher in the Tigers minor league system. And he certainly has proved that time in and time out. But the bat, for one reason or another, has been a struggle to get going in the right direction. So it seems like game 1 and game 2 of the playoffs might be the Penny takes off.
All right, well, you know what? We have to watch this play with
1-2 to Rucker. Softly hit on the ground, and it's past the pitcher Velasquez. Throw from the second baseman. Ferrara gets away. Hurtado comes in to score. And it's an error-filled inning for the Threshers. 3 different errors bring Hurtado around.
That was some sloppy baseball, ladies and gentlemen. That was bad. Look at this. Whoop! Yikes. So there you go. Maybe they should walk Judge.
Throughout West Michigan, let Stratus help you become your official janitorial company as well. That's Stratus Building Solutions.
It feels like Gibson Long does not have good enough command for the sloppy throws now. Yeah, Michael, I'm not sure if it's just him coming back from injury or what's going on with him, but the slider doesn't look like it has the same kind of snap it did when he first came up.
Looking on here in this bottom of the 6th inning. Here's Woody with 2 on and 1 away. Takes a strike, 0-1. Let's allow our stations to identify themselves.
Home for the Whitecaps, WJRW Grand Rapids, W291 DJ Grand Rapids, a Cumulus Sports media station, The Ticket, West Michigan's sports leader.
Hey, Dean rifles one foul to the right side, moves to 0-2.
I think Gibson Long might be if Paul Sewald gets called up next week. Gibson Long might be the one going to head back to Toledo. We'll see. It feels like it would be a more natural state of things for that way. We'll see.
Here for West Michigan, they do have someone up and warming. And that is Dadiel Friejo that's up and going for the Caps. A cut and a miss from Hayden makes it.
Friejo going from, as you just heard Nate mentioned. So Minton may not go in the next innings here. So
pair of strikeouts for Schlesinger, Peyton Graham to bat next. But it was Friejo who came onto the game back on Tuesday and closed things down for the Caps in that ball game. Inning-ending strikeout to get him game one and set him up here in game two. Bender moves inside, and Peyton Graham has to dance out of the way. 1 ball and no strikes. Again, that's one area the Caps excelled in. Again, one of many. They've won in all phases this year, but finished first place in the Midwest League in hitting, pitching, and fielding. That one bends around the plate. 2-0 here to PG. First Midwest League team to accomplish this feat since stats became officially recorded in 2005.
You missed the. Did you see the
Can't
sloppy?
hear anything right now.
Yeah. Did you see the sloppy play by Lakeland?
It's probably on my end.
Oh, I hear you. I hear you. Can you hear me? I hear
Yeah.
you.
Just a second.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
What?
There you go. Okay. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'm using my work computer. Apologies to anybody who's been hanging out here.
Ah, mother effer. Stanton with a home run.
Oh, yeah. I haven't looked at the Tigers game yet. I was just catching up on the minor games, where it looks like Hayden Minton is having a hell of a game.
Very efficient. He's been throwing. He's been getting good swing and miss stuff. He's looked really good. But they have Darrell Frego warming up right now, so he might be out. So, but yeah, you saw Clearwater 3 errors in that inning, man. That was that was embarrassing.
Judge Homer, was that off Holton? I'm looking. All right. Tigers tie it in a Dingler single. Ben Rice double. Caballero single.
Home run derby. He just hung another pitch. So Deadly Ninja Bees was saying.
Oh, it's Gibson Long.
Yeah. I was saying, I don't know if you agree with me on this, but I think with when Sewald comes back, the Gibson Long one might likely be the one going down.
You know, I think Sewald. With Sewald, I think it might be Hannafy.
Oh, you think it might be Hannafy? Really?
Well, because I think Gibson Long might be for like Urquidy.
Oh, okay. All right, that makes sense.
I mean, I guess it doesn't matter either way. I think, but those would be the two probably to go down, unless. I mean, they won't like cut Paddock. They'll just send SGL down. Unfortunate that he's getting hit hard like that.
Yeah, not part of the plan. Not ideal, but the Tigers already took the series, so in a way it doesn't really matter. But Jorge, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I'm just catching up on all these minor league games.
So Petrie's not, or is it Jorge? You say that name correctly? Is it?
Oh, Georgia Petrie.
Georgia Petrie, yeah, Petrie. Sorry, Petrie.
Probably Yorger.
Has looked pretty good so far. He hasn't. I know he has a tendency to walk guys, and he hasn't done that so far. He's been throwing his fastball 92 middle and Clearwater. There's been 14, 15 singles this game, but you couldn't tell based off the scores.
Really?
It's been a sloppy game by Clearwater.
9 hits for Lakeland, 6 for Clearwater, 3 errors, an error on Lakeland. I'm looking.
Hurtado advanced on a throwing error from the guy who was trying to pick him off at first, and he ran to second. And he got there on a fielding error from the third baseman, so he reached down there, and it's been some sloppy ball.
Jace Young is having a game in Toledo.
Oh yeah, that home run, opposite field, 3-run shot. Toledo got up pretty quickly, 9-0 in the second. They jumped all over Louisville after scoring no runs in the first 2 games of that series.
Well, yeah, that's good. So yeah, you can see with Petrie, it's kind of a funky angle. We haven't talked about him much because as you said, it's 92. Nothing necessarily jumps off the page, but it is definitely an unusual look for these low A hitters.
Yeah. And the biggest thing too about it was interesting was watching who started for Lakeland. Why am I drawing a blank all of a sudden?
Stoffel?
Stoffel was just exactly what it was. He walked a couple buys and he just a lot of long at bats against him. Same problem he's had. And Gage Wood was throwing fastball. He could not throw. He could not command his breaking stuff at all. That's
interesting.
Took advantage of him.
Yeah, I mean it's different than who was it? Who did he absolutely annihilate? It was like Wright State or some Murray State. I don't remember who it was.
Oh, he went to Murray State. He went to Murray State. Yeah, he went to Horizon League school.
No, I mean Gage Wood was on Arkansas, wasn't he? And didn't he have that like 19 strikeout no hitter in the College World Series? But it was against not a great team.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the school that what's his face went to. Stoffel went to because he went to Murray.
Oh, yeah,
he went to a Horizon League school.
Stoffel. I thought Stoffel. Yeah, Southern Missouri.
I thought it was right.
You're probably right. Yeah, I don't know. He's another guy that I haven't paid a whole heck of a lot of attention to.
Yeah.
I know we're supposed to be the ones who do that, but sometimes.
Things get through the cracks.
It's 180 players, and we got Dumanel playing center.
Yeah. It's a good play. Gill looking good out there in short. He's playing short tonight. The same lineup as it was on Tuesday.
I saw that Jack Penny was playing short for West Michigan.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Hayden, I think I want to say he's a DH. I can't remember. I think maybe Hayden might be DH. I'm not sure. But
let's see. Uh-oh. Huh?
Good sound from Chris tonight. Chris says,
nice.
CPA Steve says they sound good tonight.
Well, that's good. So yeah, there's they. Lake County got a single.
Yep, and looks like they're okay. Deep fly ball at center. But
Kevin McGonigal's up.
Dario Frigo is in.
Out.
Oh, he popped out. Frigo's in for West Michigan. Hell of a start from Hayden Minton tonight.
Yeah. You can't do any better than that, literally. I mean, I suppose he may have walked somebody. I didn't look. But yeah, that's talk about coming up big in a playoff game. That's put all these on game day. No. Yeah, again, sorry to leave you hanging here. It was a strange afternoon. I got home a little early from work, and I was like, "Hey, look at that bed."
Hell yeah, man.
And then I woke up. I'm like, "Oh, we've got people coming over this weekend. I need to mow the lawn, and it usually takes me about an hour." So I know people love to hear this. It's exciting, thrilling, domestic.
Oh, Charles, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. It was a good time. Those guys, like I was mentioning earlier, Cody, Kieran, it's the earth, man. They're good people.
Yeah, that was. I listened to it. It was really great. You guys had great chemistry, and it was lots of nice things said. You said a lot of nice things about me, which I appreciate, and those guys were saying nice things about you, which you deserve. And yeah, it was a love fest and good information. I will say that Petrie has some movement. There's some funky stuff going on there. I will, and yeah, once again, I guess my Max Clark take is just going to live forever because somebody got to the Discord and took a screenshot of something I wrote in May. But I no longer think that he's not a top 100 prospect or borderline. I'm fully on board with him being a top 20 prospect in baseball. But
knock it off, everybody.
That won't be. That'll just be my legacy.
Let's see here.
There you go, Neil.
Nice. So Minton, by the way, Hayden Minton, final line, 6 innings, no hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts.
That's outstanding. Gonna have to cut that one up, I think.
Yeah, definitely. He, in terms of strike throwing, 69 pitches, 45 for strikes.
Wow, that's efficient.
That's very efficient, and that's probably his best start in West Michigan uniform.
I would imagine.
Is it just me, or does Dinkler have a lot of mannerisms, just like Lance Parrish? You know what? Stop it. I could see that. You know what? Especially if you're talking about at bat, or if you're talking about at bat, I can see that.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't remember a whole heck of a lot of Lance Parrish playing. I remember him more as a like a coach.
the only reason why I remember Lance Parrish a little bit was when I remember more as a Philly because he was with Philly at the time I got old enough to watch him. Some of the mannerisms at the plate, for whatever reason, the Phillies were on a lot on NBC in the it was like late 80s, but
yeah.
And sometimes I'll watch those old Tiger clips from the 80s. Like I'll just randomly watch the 77 Tiger or 78 Tigers or whatever that's on YouTube, and when I can't sleep for whatever reason.
Yeah. No, it's fun to watch those old games. But I think we talked about this.
I struck them out.
Oh, nice. That when you watch back you go back and watch those games from the 80s, and the batting stances are all just bonkers.
Yeah, especially John Wilkenfuss.
Yeah.
Like
even like Tram and Gibby, they're like super hunched over, and it's just odd. And I remember the ones from like everybody talks about Mickey Tettleton's stance and Fielder's stance and Tony Phillips and all that stuff, but like you just pick a random game from like 1983 and you're like, what are these guys doing? It's like face down, ass up.
Remember Kevin Seltzer? Remember how he used to get hit all the time, and he started wearing the
Kevin Seitzer?
Yeah, Kevin Seitzer. Yeah, like he had that. He was one of the first guys that had that special helmet, side helmet, because he always got hit.
Ouch.
Yeah, he always had a funky swing to him too.
Yeah. Whatever worked. I guess it was easier when people were throwing 82.
Yeah, on average. Without any lot of movement.
Yeah, so need to log into my computer. But yeah. Oh.
Sorry, I was just trying to see these. All right. Okay. Sorry, go ahead. As you were saying.
No, nothing. I was just going to fill some space. I prefer America the Beautiful to both the national anthem and God Bless America, but I guess on September 11th I'll allow it.
The president is at the Yankees Tigers game right now, so he's got some boos and he got some cheers. So there you go.
As all presidents would. Did you? Did he throw out the first pitch?
That I don't know. You know who threw out the first pitch for West Michigan? Lindsey Hunter.
No kidding.
Yeah, he's a coach. I just found this out. He's a coach for Sparta High School. Yeah, high school Sparta for Sparta High School. I did not know that.
Yeah, that's we always. He infamously had a job on the radio and then got a head coaching job somewhere else. Didn't tell anybody. Just didn't show up to work one day.
Yeah. See.
Now here's a fun example of a pitcher. This Clearwater pitcher with a kind of just a funky finish that is like, okay, that's a pure reliever, right? You just see it immediately. The way he falls off towards first base at his when he finishes, so to speak.
Oh yeah.
It's just like that's just wild and out of control. And so here we go, Charles. All right.
I want to argue if Scott Harris wins on the margins, Valencia should be replaced with Rogers next year. Valencia needs some work on defensively, and I spoke directly to Gabe Alvarez about that. So if he can improve his glove better than Rogers.
Yeah. The average fan, and I would say 99% of fans, right, like don't recognize the value of the backup catcher or just a glove first catcher. How much value teams and coaches, managers place on that. And it was actually something I was going to try to bring up on the Days of War podcast at some point, because I wanted to talk about Valencia and Jake Rogers, because people keep bringing it up, right? Like, and he's only hitting 200. And the examples I use are Jeff Mathis. Jeff Mathis is like a 194 career hitter, and he played for 17 years. It doesn't matter. If you're a good catcher and you can handle a pitching staff, they don't care if you hit or not. They're happy to. You're basically. Oh, that was a strike, I think.
Yeah. You're
basically a National League pitcher at that point. They don't care. You're out there to do a different job. If you get a hit, that's great. And Jake Rogers has the locker room guy, like Mitch says, but just taking losing your job and taking it, right? You don't have to do that. I mean, people point out like he wasn't hitting very well. He should, but He's also like one of 6 catchers in Detroit Tigers history with a 20 home run season. Like, he has some claim to the job, but he took that and he's remained a good clubhouse guy and not a cancer or whatever. I think there's a lot of value in that.
Yeah.
Now,
Go ahead.
No, I said, like, I think last year is his last year or next year is his final year of pre-arbitration. And so they may move on without him. Like, you got that information. That was very good reporting on your part, that Valencia can hit. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of doubt about that, but the defense has a long way to go to be viable catcher at the big league level, and even I think a viable first baseman, right? So it's like he's kind of looking like a right-handed DH, in which case you need to hit like 330 with 35 home runs. But as we said, for Valencia, they should just park him in front of the pitching machine and shoot 100-mile-an-hour fastballs into the dirt right in front of them all winter long and see what happens.
And there's another catcher, too, that comes to mind in the 80s, Bob Boone. Towards the latter part of his career was more of he didn't hit for average, or he didn't hit like a high average, but for those Angels teams in the late 80s and then for the Royals, even he was doing 140, 150 games and he was batting 222. And yeah, Charles, you're right. Backup catcher, ABS system in 2026. That being said, though, there's Rogers is a guy that everybody loves around the clubhouse, and that says value to it.
Yeah. The only thing that ABS is going to change is framing, the value of framing, and it's going to be pretty slight, right? The way they do it in the majors or the minors, you get 2 challenges per game. So you're talking maybe at most like 5-6 pitches. I suppose there's several later on that won't get challenged or whatever, but it's still largely, receiving, blocking.
Ooh.
There's a.
Who's that? That was Jenkins there. That was first hit of the game.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it looked like they had one big inning, and that was all it took. Brett Callahan triple.
Yeah, Graham with the single. Then it was Woody Hayden, I think, that drove him in with a single, I believe it was.
Yeah, good. Yeah, Hayden 1 for 4. Graham 1 for 3 with a walk. Yeah, Hayden is playing center.
Oh, okay, so he's playing center. Okay,
yeah,
good.
Graham second, Pacheco third. Jack Penny playing shortstop, got 2 hits, 2 for 3. I said I think he's a guy that might creep up on people next year. Oh, here's Callahan. Tommy Callahan.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's not going well for Sawyer Gibson-Long.
I think he just allowed another double, didn't he?
Double and then a single, so men on first and third with nobody out.
Ah, damn. They're going to let him, they're going to go out there.
Yeah, he's going to eat some innings, I think. But, yeah, this is 2 starts in a row where it's it takes time for guys to come back, and I think his fastball velocity is just down a little bit, right? Like, he was more 91, 93, 94. It seems like it's more like 90, 92 now. But,
yeah, Bull's turn. I think, Jake might be pitching tonight. It looks like he's going to be.
Well, these things happen.
Yeah.
Unless they give up 25 runs, they'll still have the run advantage in the series. It's all good.
By the way, I did not realize, and they brought this up during the broadcast, that Andrew Jenkins had a 22-game hitting streak this year.
22 games?
Yeah. Apparently,
wow. Did not know that.
Yeah, it was comparing it to the 97 squad where Robert Fick had a 32-game hitting streak.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And Jenkins is, he turns 25 in November.
Yeah.
I feel like he's older than that, but still, like, he's kind of, he's turning into Jake Holton. Kind of that, org first baseman. Charles, they did not send Isaac Pacheco to the AFL unless they make a change. Somebody gets hurt and they send him.
Here's Charles. Here's the AFL roster, by the way, and we do have an article up on our. Actually, I did. You know what? I have an article I put on the roundtable
nice.
About the So.
Luke Hoskins is pitching for Lakeland.
He's
this year's kind of one of this year's unsigned free agents, right? Or undrafted free agents, I should say. They signed him.
A series of those guys that are. I feel like there's like 4 or 5 of them that filled in pretty quickly.
Yeah, Stoffel's one.
Yeah.
From previous seasons, I like that. You can look at the transactions on his MILB page, and it says, Luke Hoskins assigned to Xavier Musketeers. June 6th, Luke Hoskins assigned to College Workout. And July 24th, Tigers signed Luke Hoskins to a minor league deal. Yeah, it'll be fascinating to see what happens with Pacheco next year. I assume that he will get bumped up to Erie. We assume that a lot of these guys are going to be moving on and moving up in some capacity. Like I can see Erie's infield next year to start the season could be Jenkins, Peck, Penny, and Pacheco.
Yeah, you know what I want to see. I think it's gonna. I think for Pacheco, it's gonna take some time for him to adjust to Erie.
Mitch is asking chances of Jake Miller making big jump next year. He started the Futures game. I think he did start the Futures game. He was a prominent up arrow guy heading into this season. Had he played the full season, he might be at Detroit right now. Probably as a reliever.
Yeah.
But yeah, if he stays, that was a nice located pitch. If he stays healthy, I don't see any reason why he can't move up very quickly, because he throws a lot of strikes, and he's got 3 legitimate pitches. He's going to take his lumps along the way as he goes up, but this stuff doesn't jump off the page. It's not overwhelming, but he knows how to pitch and he can execute. So I think somebody said, there's a little bit of Tyler Holton in him, and I could see that. Maybe it was Brandon, but yeah, I think he's got a real chance if he stays healthy.
Yeah, I think so too. I think I know people are concerned about the velocity, but his deception on his delivery is really good, and just he can throw strikes, doesn't matter.
Yeah, and I think his velocity's fine. It's like he can get up to 95. It's like 91, 93. That's fine for a lefty if you've got a changeup and a breaking ball, and he does. So yeah, I mean that's why it's kind of the Tyler Holton stuff, right? Like he's not going to go up there and fire a 98-mile-an-hour fastball by your ear, but like you said, yeah, there's a little deception there. Brant Herter throws 90, 92, and it works because it's so funky.
Yeah, and he can change eye levels pretty well too.
Mm-hmm. We got Gabe Craig coming in to face. Who's up? Oh, that was not a strike, I don't think.
It looked like a strike to me.
Which, the one just now, or it did? It didn't.
It didn't look like a strike, just the one just now. Yeah.
Maybe it caught the corner. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mitchell, that's another loaded question there. That's a really loaded question. I'm going to say right now, I'm going to say Sears. I think Sears is going to make a good impact.
Yeah, I could see that. I would go Sears or Miller. Again, I don't know if they'll. You assume they'll continue using both of those guys as starters, but if they decide to move either of them to the bullpen like early on, then yeah, either of them could come up and probably help. I think now Sears would be an interesting one on the bullpen because I think if you get him throwing, first of all, he's crazy.
Yeah.
Just on the mound, his presence. If you get him out there for one inning, it wouldn't shock me if he's throwing 97, 98 with a sweeper and the changeup, which could be very interesting. But yeah, that would be kind of fun. But again, like a guy like that, do you want to put him in the bullpen already?
Yeah, I don't think I don't think they will, only because the lack of starters above AA right now is dangerously thin. Like we talked about that last podcast, and I think what's going to happen is they're going to go back to the scrap heap of AAA starters again, and you're going to see a lot of guys that were in other organizations. I have a really sneaking suspicion, based off guys like perhaps Magno leaving and all that, to be filled in by guys that are the Tigers are already looking at right now to fill the spots. Yeah,
I imagine we're gonna see a whole bunch of minor league free agent signings, guys from independent leagues. I think they might make 3 or 4 like minor league Rule 5 picks, just to add some depth because so many of these guys they have some bodies and some guys will be coming back, but so many of them will be on innings restrictions because coming back from injury.
Yeah. But, I mean, I'm having a hard time picturing the Erie rotation right now. I really am. Like, does Hayden Minton make that jump already? I don't think tonight's start was a good indication, but is he ready to start the season in Erie? No. I mean, based off how they've been conservative with some of these guys too, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, I don't see Minton starting there or Preston Howard. I mean, Preston Howard, does he go as a starter in Erie or does he go as a bullpen guy? So that's...
I honestly just thinking back to this year and the number of guys who did not move up, right? Like I can see Sears and Miller and both starting back in Erie. Even you remember Troy Melton and Ty Madden
Right.
They both restarted in Erie the year that they made the big leagues. They started in Erie, jumped to Toledo, then the big leagues. So I could see that with either of those. Yeah, just think of it. Montalvo will probably be out for a while. Could be Menton. Burhan could still be there starting. I mean, Austin Bergner has been in the system forever. He's finally a minor league free agent, I believe. He was also the 2019 draft. Carlos Pena sticking around, I think.
Yeah.
I think who would come up from. I mean, Joe Miller could theoretically move up, right?
Yeah.
They've sent him up to Toledo. There's a seeing eye single from Chris Myers. Blooped it over the outstretched glove of the shortstop. Fine effort, but he couldn't get it.
Oh, wait. Sorry. Went to move something there. Ricardo
No,
Hurtado. Bam!
Oh,
Double.
Hurtado got a double? Is it an RBI double?
It's an RBI double.
All right, well, let me go ahead and...
Yeah, go ahead and clip that there.
Yeah.
Look, you see
What?
Meyer, it was like, he was almost going to fall because it was like, you'll see it when he rounds third. It was funny. Just like, whoa! Hurtado putting the hurt on the ball.
Was that, yeah. Did he do the cartoon, like spinning his wheel?
Yeah, like the. I can't do the sound effect really well.
Yeah.
But Hurtado, I think that was the second hit of the night.
Let's see. That Hurtado is 3 for 4.
Third hit of the night.
Yeah.
The blooper thing he got, I wasn't sure that was an error. They ruled it as hit, so that's why I wasn't sure.
Gotcha.
So, by the way, they brought this up. Hasty brought this up earlier on the broadcast. If Benoit wins, they haven't played Benoit this year.
They haven't played Beloit this year?
I don't think they have played. Like, I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if I would trust Dan to know that. That's interesting. Well, they did play a couple teams this year that they don't normally play. I thought they normally make that Wisconsin swing, right, where they go to Beloit, and then what's the team? The Milwaukee affiliate.
Oh, the Rattlers.
Yeah, the Timber Rattlers. Yeah,
Timber Rattlers. Yeah.
But they didn't they? Yeah, they've played a couple teams from the other division.
So they played Cedar Rapids. So they did play Cedar Rapids, and they swept them. And that was, but they played them at home. They didn't play them on the road.
Mm-hmm.
So let me look here. Let's see here real quick. They usually play Peoria, which we always see that happen. So on the Wisconsin trip this year, Wisconsin came to them.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here. That was back in June. Going back to May. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did not. They were when they did the at Wisconsin trip. They came back and then played Lansing, so they didn't do 2 weeks in Wisconsin.
Oh, I'll be darned.
Yeah. And by the way, I don't know if you knew this either, but apparently the West Division will have the home field advantage in this round because they do alternate every year. Yeah. So if
so, the first game's in West Michigan.
First game's gonna be West Michigan. The next 2 games will be at either Benoit or Cedar Rapids.
Oh, it's dumb.
That is very dumb.
Well, I mean, the last time they won it was in Iowa.
Yeah.
But so when was the first game? Because
I believe it would be Tuesday.
Son of a.
I think I'm not 100%. I don't know. I'm not 100% about that. Benoit. Mitchell said he was in Benoit last Friday. Oh, that's right. I forgot you moved to Wisconsin. You were telling me about that. They have all 3 of their top picks from this year. Yeah, they're going to be a pain in the ass. Tim Garland fan club.
Oh, yeah. So that's the Iva Arquette. And who else? I forgot. It's so funny. We do so much draft stuff, and then it just pops through right back out of my head.
And the Yankees are up 9-1.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Maybe the Tigers can score 10 runs, and it'll be 9-11 final. Let me see. Yeah, I don't think, for as much as they like Bailey Horn, I'm not sure that he's it.
Yeah.
There were a lot of mosquitoes out. I'm all bit
Yeah, it was warm. It was really warm outside today. It was actually nice. It was.
It looks like for like the next 10, 12 days, it's going to be warm. We're going to get one last hurrah out of the pool.
There's a bunt.
Who is that bunting? Bennett Lee bunting for a hit? What are we doing, Bennett? You trying to get the game over?
He had a double. He had a nice double. You see, he's laughing. He's like, "Really? What were you doing bunt for, man?"
Grounded out to pitcher Rafe Schlesinger. Rafe Schlesinger.
It sounds like a villain from the Karate Kid.
Yeah. Rafe.
Arquette. So you mentioned Arquette, Camaretto, and Compton. Or
Cam
Canarella.
Canarella and Brandon Compton from Arizona State. Yeah. That's tough. You know, we saw that with Fort Myers last year down the stretch. They had DeBarge and they had
In the rhythm of the night.
the third baseman from Tennessee, and then they had Culpepper. And Culpepper has, gone on to be like a top
he's
100
legit.
draft prospect. Yeah.
Oh, he was at Kansas State, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, whoops. I hate it when I make a typo in these. My number one typo in these clips is
We just saw in the top of the 8th.
when I try to say to like put the team up by a score and it comes out as out.
So it's also now in the bottom of the 8th for Lakeland, as well as it looks like Moda's in.
Eliseo Moda, yeah.
Yep.
Now, he's a guy that came up from the FCL, and they've had him working. We just threw a 96-mile-an-hour sinker.
I'll play.
Yeah. He was a guy I saw several times in the FCL against the FCL Phillies, and we saw him even at the very beginning of the season. When we were watching that one, we found Wilbert Mendez and Omari Daniel. Not found him, but we were intrigued by them.
Interesting cross-arm. Is it a cross-arm delivery? I mean, it seems like it's
from Mota.
Yeah.
Well, let me take a look.
Let me see here. I can. I have it up right here. See how see how his delivery is like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like a low 3/4 arm slot.
It's a good pitch there. It was 92, 93, and then he snuck 95 out there. That was a nice pitch.
Yep. Charles, yes, the Whitecaps and Lakeland would both advance to the finals if they win tonight.
Yep.
Looking good in both cases, right?
Yeah. Horn is better than Summers. Then again.
Yeah, I mean, I think
that's good.
Oh boy, U.S. Naval Academy lockdown.
Oh, what happened?
I don't know. I go through Twitter. U.S. Naval Academy on lockdown after a midshipman who'd been kicked out of the school returned to campus with weapon. Multiple sources. Yeah, all right.
Oh boy.
That's why you can't kick out those sailors.
In the Navy.
You can bring a gun to school. Let's hope that nobody's hurt.
Yeah. So I gotta ask this question: when did What did he need instead of a good game?
4 steals in 2 games.
I think he's got 40 steals in a year. I think.
Well, let's see.
Yeah.
If you count the 4 today, that gives him 42. Oh yeah.
It's a good year.
Yeah. Erie wins.
I love how Erie's playing everything close to the vest with Altoona.
Yeah, it makes sense, right? Like that's if you're playing your playoff opponent, like we could theoretically see something like that with the Tigers in the Red Sox, I suppose.
Yeah.
You hope that the Tigers just go ahead and close out the win 81 for the Seawolves, which is the second most in franchise history.
They just walked Pete and Graham.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 2 runners on, one out in the bottom of the 8th for Pacheco. For Pacheco, here's a chance for him to hit another 3-run bomb.
Yeah, that would be a nice capper for his season. Well, I guess not necessarily the season's over, but
yeah.
We got 2 on in Lakeland.
And look like they're talking on the mound here.
This is to Rafe. They're talking to Rafe Schlesinger. Trey Feltini.
Mato is just covered in sweat, man. He is drenched.
Oh, he's got he's the Chauncey Billups face.
Yeah. Just. I know it's warm. I mean, I know it's warm in Florida, but it's September. It's not.
Well, let's see what the temp is. It could be very humid,
Humid?
as well. Let's see. 80 degrees, cloudy. Yeah. Just a high effort pitcher, I suppose.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Pacheco versus the lefty. Let's see if he can hang in there.
He's hit lefties, both righties and lefties. I think it's the same even split. I think righties with more power, I believe.
A little late on that sort of sweeper.
There it is. Late again. Same pitch.
Just throw it again. See what happens.
Oh wait, did you see that? You got to check out that AKA Charlie Sheen documentary.
Is that on Netflix?
Yeah, Netflix. Yeah.
I watched that Unknown Sender documentary.
Unknown Sender. Which one's? Oh, the weirdo lady stalking her kid.
Oh, it's about some teenagers in small area of Michigan who get a bunch of text messages and it's like creeping them out and they don't know who was doing it.
And find out his mom. Oh, that blew. Yeah.
Well, I guess yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was kind of wild. And that the mom is actually like participating in the documentary, and it's like, oh,
yeah, that ain't good.
Yeah. So who's Bill? RJ Pettit.
Let's see here. Gets the runners over.
So Mitch saw it. Yeah, it's just wild.
Yeah.
Like
I just watched the documentary I just watched was the two Mormon moms on HBO. It was this woman who was a counselor, and then this blogger mom who had 6 kids, and they both thought that the children were possessed, and they were starving the kids, and then
jeez.
Yeah, it was crazy.
We got action in Lakeland.
Oh boy. All right, we'll switch to Lakeland. Yeah, we'll switch to Lakeland. Let's see here. West Michigan's right at the break. Why? No. Does he have? I don't know why Gill didn't go to first there.
So he tried to just get the.
Yeah, shit's out. So.
All right. Oh, so he tried to backtrack. Oh boy, that was close.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's like, "Hey, go to review." Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't have it. Well, so now you've got the tying run at the plate in the form of the center fielder Nathan Humphreys, who has 2 career home runs.
Charles, we're probably going to attend probably quite a few of the games in the last final homestand, and we did put our credentials in for the playoffs. So we hope to do that and the playoffs this year. As far as next week goes, I'll be out in Erie more than likely, and we will try to be out in West Michigan too. As far as Mitchell as Clark goes, maybe the middle. It depends on how much he adjusts to Erie, but I think by the end of the year, maybe towards the end of the year, it just really depends. It really depends, honestly. Like I think Clark is projecting just fine. I don't see the rush on him, but maybe by the end of 2026.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I think McGonigal has a chance to win a job out of spring, and but I wouldn't say it's a foregone conclusion. And I could see them keeping both McGonigal and Clark in AAA for most of the year, theoretically. Like, I do think they'd probably like to get McGonigal up sooner than later. But it's not crazy if Clark wins a job in spring too. Like he'd probably be their best leadoff hitter on the team right now.
Yeah. Well, definitely. I mean, is the upgrade over Sweet? That was a question I got asked, and it's always dangerous on the left field line because they don't have a lot of room on the foul line.
Moises Rodriguez in for Carlos Lequerica. But what happened in this game? We've got in-play runs. It could be a ground out. It could be a grand slam. What happened? What happens?
Oh, boy. Let's see here. I hope it's not grand slam.
And it's an error. So now the go-ahead run is at the plate. Oh, Matt Wood, the town where the mom made all the phone calls. I used to play against them in Little League. It's Beale City.
They a bunch of dicks. Beale City.
On Beale Street. Uh-oh. All right, Renee Vera. Yeah, get out of here, Moda. Who are they bringing in?
Dizzy Bat. I always want to see the Dizzy Bat.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we haven't seen somebody pop an Achilles here.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of wild that you don't see more of that in these.
Yeah.
Hit him. Take him out.
At least it's not the crazy. I mean, it's not the crazy eye though.
Oh yeah, those eyeballs.
Yeah. Who's that coming in? Number 29.
Let's see. Briseño. Ignacio Briseño. Yeah, this is big here. They got to get 2 outs and not allow 3 runs or more.
Side armor. Low submariner or is like kind of sidearm?
Yeah, I think it's sidearm, but it is another funky look from the left side. They've got that's almost a submarine. That's kind of like Chase Lee, where he dips down submarine style and then still is sidearm. Chase Lee, by the way, pitched 1 2/3 with 3 strikeouts tonight.
Yeah, by the way, Carlos Lequerica was immaculate. He had an immaculate inning. We missed it.
What?
Yeah. Apparently.
What?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Yep. 1 2 3.
Championship baseball.
1 2 3.
Moises Rodriguez comes in.
1 2 3. Immaculate. I'll be darned.
You want to get that? We'll get it afterwards.
I don't know if I can. Yeah.
We'll get it afterwards. Let's the guys take over here to close out the game.
His first pitch was outside. The next one is a little bit too tall of the zone. 2-0 on Nick Mitchell. He's the leadoff man. The captains will send Esteban Gonzalez and Ryan Cesarini to follow. This is a righty that has some serious heat. He can bring it to triple digits when he wants to.
He's on our top 30 prospect.
That extra adrenaline flowing right now, you can only imagine. He's got it in there somewhere.
Oof.
Blows it by him at 97 to make it 2-2.
You hear that, Chris? 97.
Yeah, he's 97, 98 just about all the time.
This season with the Lakeland Flying Tigers, 8 saves in 10 tries. And like so many of his contemporaries, has hit the ground running upon his arrival. 2-2 is a chopper towards third, backhanded off the glove of Isaac Pacheco.
Get him.
Throw back to first.
Oh no!
Are you kidding
Heads
me?
up. That's a good play by Pacheco to keep it in front of him or keep it near him rather than letting it get to the left.
You see how Gary Penton's trying not to laugh at the guy?
1 away in the 9th.
Whoa!
Mitchell blew a tire around first
Oh boy,
base.
we got more runs in Lakeland.
And the Caps never one to miss an opportunity.
That is an
Here's Esteban
stupid
Gonzalez.
AFL.
How big of an out is that when you're up 4-0?
Another error for Lakeland.
1 ball,
Jesus
no
Christ.
Carson Rucker. So now the tying run is at second base. A base hit ties the game for Clearwater.
Oh, come on. I just watched the play. Same thing, like he misfielded the glove. Come on, man. Oh, good
Okay,
Lord.
it's single 5-3.
Single 5-3. Okay.
On
There's
the
a
ground,
sweeper.
toward second base, Peyton Graham, 2 outs.
We were watching. Dan Hasty always has like a phrase that he'll say. It's a different one. He'll have something that's you'll know when you hear it. Maybe he'll have 3 of them.
LMCU ballparkers rise to their feet.
Do I record this last out, Chris?
Oh, yeah. Should. I got it.
The batter at the plate, Ryan Cesarini. Fouls one away.
Defending champs look to, they're down to their final out.
The Whitecaps with a 4-0 lead in the ninth, 2 outs. Cesarini takes outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Let's go Whitecaps is the chant for minor league baseball's best team of 2025. 1-1. Check swing, that's 2.
Big strikeout in Lakeland.
Oh, thank God.
1 ball, 2 strikes on
Still need 1 out.
Cesarini.
So only 1 out? Only 1 out?
No, they still need 1 more.
Oh, 1 more, okay.
They start
Here we go.
to make some noise here in Comstock Park. Rodriguez is ready. 1-2 to Cesarini on the way. Down low, 2 balls, 2 strikes. This team has caught the attention of all those in West Michigan and around the country. The 2-2 pitch, breaking ball down low.
Well, ground out in Lakeland, huge. They got out of it, still up 7-5.
They've caught the attention of West Michigan, of the Midwest League, of the Tigers organization, and all of baseball. Now they're 1 step away and 1 strike from a championship shot. 3-2 is inside. He lost the ball 4.
This happened to Dan in the final game of the regular season too. Like,
to have reached multiple
he's trying to tee it up every time so that, like, for the soundbite to end the game, you can play it back. Like, one of the best seasons of all time. And then it's like ball. He has to do it again. Ball.
Who we could very well see playing in the outfield at Progressive
Watch.
Field.
It's just gonna be a grounder
in the years ahead. They're all on their feet here in West Michigan. Rodriguez has been as high as 98 miles per hour here in this inning. And a good chance for the catcher, Bennett Lee, to go out and have a conversation.
All right, just fire a strike, because we know you're amped up.
When this one is over,
throw the sinker,
we'll go
get a
down
ground
the
ball.
Field. Nate Wangler will be standing by. There will be a whole lot to talk about.
Bases loaded for Valencia and Toledo.
27 in short order.
I love to see a grand slam here. That would be awesome.
It's like he might get a bases loaded walk.
That'd be the second walk he's.
The 1-0. Chorio takes strike 1. Rodriguez taking just a little bit off to get that extra part of command that he needs.
There we go.
Count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike here in the ninth. The pitch. Down low. They always say the 27th out is the hardest one to get. And they're not lying.
It's coming.
Riley Green is tied
Rodriguez is ready.
single-season strikeout record.
2-1. Ground ball to third.
I thought he already did that.
Pacheco's got it. Throw to second.
There you go.
1 is complete. The Whitecaps are Eastern Division champions of 2025.
Congratulations to the Whitecaps.
Yeah. 2
As
wins away from a title.
Yep. And now they have to go through either Benoit or Cedar Rapids to get that to make that happen. There we go. Congratulations to the Whitecaps.
Valencia with a single, 2-run single.
Nice. What's going on in Lakeland over here?
Yeah, that was huge to be able to get out of that.
Yeah. It's the bottom of the 8th in Lakeland, 7-5.
So wait, did Riley Green strike out with the bases loaded? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's no fun. Did they bring in a lefty to face him, or was it Littler?
That I don't know. I know he saw. I just saw that he tied the record. Parker Reynolds is out of the game. Bias in center, swinging it short. We'll be posting that immaculate inning that was at West Michigan that we totally missed because we're watching Lakeland.
Well, yeah, I mean, and it's also those are kind of hard to catch while you're what's going on, you know.
Oh, they say it was still Schittlers.
98 up in the zone, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. We talked for 2 hours here, folks.
Yeah, the Yankees are pretty good at pitcher development. They've got a couple more guys coming along, and Carlos LaGrange and Elmer Rodriguez Cruz, who throw really hard and have got a bunch of nasty secondary stuff.
Will Warren's been a steady presence in the rotation.
Yeah. They do a good job of getting these in. You know, that's the international market and guys they're drafted in the mid rounds.
0 for 2 with a walk today. Big swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes.
How big was that double by Hurtado, man?
Yeah, it's huge. And then the an error. Let's see.
I want to say I think 3 of the runs for Lakeland have been on errors.
That wouldn't shock me. I mean, it's low A baseball, baby.
I kept saying that when you're before you jumped on. I'm like, single A baseball.
A ball and 2 strikes.
Wow.
The ball to left. Barker came in. Now Trish is back, and he makes the catch for the second out of the inning. And Nick Dumanil gets a chance in the 8th. Last chance for Lakeland to add some insurance before Ethan Sloan looks primed to enter to try to get the save and get Lakeland back to the championship series. First pitch from Pulido to Dumanil. Slider for a called strike right at the top of the zone, and it's 0-1.
We'll potentially have 2 calls tonight. Zach's called 2 as well.
Yeah. Yeah, just the LaGrange looks. Yeah, isn't that a ZZ Top song?
Yeah, LaGrange. Oh, LaGrange.
Yeah, I mean that's
not fine girls.
If he's not coming out to that, it's a shame. Although he'll probably come out to Daddy Yankee or something.
Who hurt his knee, by the way, during the concert. He was doing like hopping around like a bunny and literally hurt his knee.
Oh, that was Bad Bunny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Frame from Davis behind the plate, but he doesn't get the call from Reginald Webb.
Got a nice lot of girls. Sorry, I can't help back.
Is that the how?
How?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. How?
What about the cheap sunglasses?
Oh, they have a song called Pearl Necklace.
Yeah.
I heard it for the first time this summer. I never heard that song before. And my brother, like my niece and nephew are hanging out in the backyard. All of a sudden, I'm hearing like, she's wearing a pearl necklace.
Yeah, they knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a Dumanil single.
Nick Dumanil has brought himself all the way back in the count from 0-2 to 3-2.
He's 2 for 5 today with a strikeout. And a steal.
Lakeland hoping to give him another chance.
And 33 steal.
Wait, Junior Tillian has 2 errors today. What's he playing?
Yeah. Oh, no,
second base. All right. Yeah.
He's been terrible at second base.
Through the left side of the infield, a base hit for Dumanil. Jack Barker cuts it off and gets
Dumanil stole 9 bases and.
I'm gonna get this LaCuria.
Oh, okay. The Lake Orica thing. Yeah. Yeah. I actually can't. I'm not logged into the minor league thing on my work laptop.
We'll see if Dumanil is on the move.
Matt Seelinger in Toledo.
And
we've got Jesus Pinto up. He's 1 for 3 today with a walk and a run scored. Continues to play a mature game. Playing right field.
First pitch to Pinto.
Although that cutter or slider away does seem to be a problem for him, but give him a break. He's 18.
Yeah, it's okay.
Has any MLB franchise had low A, high A, double A, and triple A champions in 1 year? I don't know of that ever happening. I would be very skeptical. I feel like the Rays had 2 or 3 in 1 year a couple years ago.
Yeah, I want to say it has not happened as much. I think it has. It has happened. Don't get me wrong. But to what extent, I don't know.
0-2 lifted out of play.
I know Lakeland. So Lakeland and Montgomery. So when Lakeland was high A in the 70s. So Montgomery, when the Tigers had a Double A affiliate in the 70s. So 77, I think it was 76 or 77. They both won at the same time. So they won 2 titles in 1 year.
Here it comes from Pulido. Pop up right side.
Which is a core of the 84 World Series team.
So the AI is saying things about the 2021
Clearwater struck first in the top of the first.
Royals.
With 4 off of Phillies first rounder Gage Wood.
I don't trust this AI though.
I don't trust it either.
Turns into a cop and breaks into your helicopter.
It gets all smooth like vanilla ice cream.
Yeah.
Then Clearwater with 2 runs in the top of the 8th inning, in large part thanks to 3 Lakeland errors on the infield. Flying Tigers escape the lead. Intact.
So Nick Dubino with another steal.
1-2. Runner takes off. Pitch up and away. Throw down. And it's not in time.
2 hits, 2 steals for Dubino. Oh. But Jesus Pinto pops out, so we're down to the final 3 outs for Lakeland to move on.
In scoring position for Lakeland with a 2-2 count for Jesus Pinto.
I love what he says Pinto. Jesus Pinto.
Jesus Pinto. Let's see. Just got down to Tiger Town.
Big wave of the arms from Beltran. He camps under it.
They just broke ground in Tiger Town for something, didn't they?
Yeah, the new it was a 60,000 square foot training facility. I think they said.
Yeah.
The picture, from the Illich, or whatever, it looked like basically an infield, a covered infield. I don't know if that's actually the space, or have to figure that out if and when we can get down to Lakeland. If I ever get down there.
You'll get down.
I may. There's a chance I'll be in Fort Myers for work at some point over the next year or 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's a whole new airport thing going in there. My friend Molly is helping run it. Fort Myers is probably fairly far away from Lakeland, but if I'm in the state,
it's not. I think it's closer than one. It could be close. I don't know where. Actually, I don't know where. I'll be honest.
No, it's pretty far south. It looks like it's probably 3 hours away. Let's see. But if I'm down there, 2 hours and 11-minute drive. But I think Dan Dickerson would tell us that the traffic is going to add another hour to that.
Yeah. Oh, I always enjoyed talking to Dan when it's traffic.
Yeah, we tend to have him on. You get him on when he's after a spring training game. The one time he almost ran over a St. Hill crane.
I forgot.
You're so used to hearing Dan Dickerson talk on the radio and not swearing, and then you talk to him in real life. You're like, oh,
yeah.
So Ethan Sloan comes in to close out the game for. I will not say where Ethan Sloan is from.
Why?
Because where to the school he went to.
Ohio State?
No, he was from the Colorado School of Magic.
Oh,
guys, that's why I wasn't going to say it.
I forgot about that.
He's from Regis University in Denver.
Hi, Regis. That's right. He's from Regis.
He got the final 3 outs in the 5-1 win on Tuesday in Game 1. Now he'll face Raider Tello, Luke Davis, and Will Veerling. With Clearwater down to its final inning, the Flying Tigers 3 outs
Ethan
away
Sloan.
from a return trip to the Florida State League Championship Series.
Traffic is bad there, says Kyle. Yeah, that's what we heard.
Laquita looked really good.
Well, there you go. I mean, he's always had a really good changeup, I think. I wonder. I look forward to the cut up with that.
First pitch to Raider Tello, fouled back out of play. It's 0-1.
Leadoff single for Raider Tello.
If they can get 3 more outs tonight.
I should probably not be spoiling this for people watching.
Sloan, an 8th round pick from a year ago. 0-1 to Tello. Lifted out of play. No balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, thank you for everybody who's watched us stick around tonight.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's obviously, and I apologize for being gone, and it's tough. Raj, was nobody else here? It was just you going?
Yep.
No Jerry, no Colin?
No, just me.
That's hard, man. Sorry to leave you hanging like that.
No, it was all good, man. It was all good. I was talking to Elton for a while. Nice.
And Dookie Pickles.
And Dookie Pickles, yeah. Dookie Pickles. So apparently somebody was live streaming from the Yankees game from right field.
Really?
They were watching. 1,300 people watching on YouTube.
Wow.
The leadoff man's aboard for the Threshers.
Let's see. All right, so the tying run at the plate here in Lakeland. See if Ethan Sloan can roll up a double play or something.
Without them getting an error.
Oh, God, it's only the 5th inning
Sloan with a deep breath.
in the Yankees game?
Oh, my God, really?
Just
Yeah.
outside with the fastball. It's 1-0. 4 pitches, all heaters from Sloan.
Now, why did they take Meadows out? Was it? Hopefully, it's just precautionary.
I hope it's precautionary. I hope it's injury related. Yeah, Uper was on earlier for the Motor City Metrics, and he's all still with him. So
he's what?
Oh, that was somebody Charles was asking.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry, I missed that show. That show's has not been terribly consistent the last month or so.
Yeah, everybody's been moving. Everybody's been busy, sick.
Yeah.
Softball.
2 balls and a strike.
But that would make up for it with 3 hours of chat.
Yeah.
Gage Workman with a double in Toledo. A leadoff double.
Stares down Tello. Slide step again, 2-1. Inside, 3
Boy.
balls and a strike.
This is getting a little dicey here in Lakeland.
Oh boy.
I guess it wouldn't be right if this game finished clean the way it's been played all day. 21 hits. See now 6 walks, 7 errors. Hey, Dookie Pickles. All right.
To get back in the count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Let's see. So the
7 fastballs, 1 slider.
They're running a pinch runner.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. Inside for ball 4.
Oh, boy.
Works a walk.
Go ahead run at the plate in the form of Will Veerling, Matt Veerling's
in the top of the 9th.
cousin. Matt Veerling hit one of the biggest 3-run homers of the Tigers season. Will Veerling up with a chance to do that for Clearwater. What will happen?
Lakeland would certainly rather take the
Runner
coming into the game for Davis.
Probably shouldn't be pushing my voice when I try to pretend to be an announcer.
And for the first time in this series,
Yeah, this is getting dicey.
we will see Logan Dawson in the game.
Wow.
First base as the
Trey Cruz with a 103-mile-an-hour line out to third baseman. Oh, how you Lee?
2-1, nobody out. Lakeland
So he picked up his 3rd hit of the game. Yeah.
By the way, I had to redo the outing because I didn't expand the screen, so I had to redo it.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's good. It's all good.
That's pretty sweet. There's a
Game full of twists and turns.
there's an immaculate inning. Who else had that? Was it Briseño? Ignacio Briseño had the immaculate inning not that long ago.
After jam in this series, can they do it one more time? 1-0, popped out of play.
Or was it
1 ball and 1 strike.
No, you're right. It was Briseño.
Carson Rucker still in, even with the bag at 3rd. Santana has deepened down the first baseline. That's where the double play ball went. It was a 3-6-3 twin killing.
I didn't realize Max Anderson's average in Toledo was down to 255 now.
1-1. Up and in. 2 balls and a strike.
I was mildly surprised there they sent him to the AFL, just given he's played the entire season. I don't think he's missed any time. But
yeah, I was surprised about that.
He made a really nice defensive play the other day, and I think was it the Seawald?
Yeah, that grounder up the middle.
Yeah,
that was a really good play. That was balance. It was kind of a dribbler just past the pitcher mound.
Hey, Josh. Yes, the Caps won. Let's go, Caps. That's nice to see.
Yeah.
This pitcher for. Oh, all right. Yeah, Louisville has a catcher pitching.
Oh boy.
That's why I was like, 60-mile-an-hour slider.
Sloan fires home 2-2.
No,
High
turn
shot,
two.
ball right side. Tillian picks it. He places the tag on
That'll
Logan Dawson for the
that'll
first
work,
out
I
of the
suppose.
inning. Veerling is safe at first.
Do that again,
Runners
and it's
are
over.
Split now, and there's one away.
The ball is, like I said, Lakeland's just been terribly fielding the ball tonight.
Ferrara. He reached on an error. The shortstop field on what looked like a tailor-made double play ball in the 8th. That started to spark that rally where the Threshers scored a couple of runs. Ferrara was the second run in that inning and the 5th run in the game for Clearwater. Tying run at first. Go-ahead run at the plate. One out in the top of the 9th. First pitch to
Tigers
Ferrara,
looking like they
misses
were
up the way.
against
It's
White Sox.
Look like they what?
Against the White Sox. Perez with strikeout.
You know, I mean, you
Threshers have plenty of life left.
can't score 10 runs every night.
Oh.
It'd be ideal if you didn't give up 10 runs, but
Pop up left
there we
side
go.
infield.
One out away.
Ranging in. And he makes the catch.
I'm not going to lie. That was an adventure.
For out
Yeah.
number 2.
It was like the one game earlier this year where I think it was in Lakeland. Or was it Toledo? I don't remember. The one game the wind was just going bonkers. I think it was Toledo. It was like my first minor league recap of the season, and I just kept talking about the wind because there were like 6 different wind-aided hits.
It's another pinch runner into the game for the Threshers.
I just don't understand. Like, I just feel like sometimes it's just one little thing for Lakeland. It just comes on.
Replaces Will Veerling. Represents the tying run.
Swinging strike.
Plate umpire Reginald Webb will wipe off the plate.
Oh, come on, Reginald Webb. Stop milking it.
Stands in left-handed
Max Anderson lined out sharply to right fielder. 104-mile-an-hour lineup.
Tello at third. Jimenez at first.
Alex Lang in for Toledo.
2 away in the top of the 9th. First
Swing and
pitch.
pitch.
Swing and a miss on
Nice.
a fastball.
There we go.
Sloan ahead 0-1. Petterini today is 2 for 4. Singles in his first 2 at-bats. 0-1 down in the dirt. Hurtado pump fakes down to first base and doesn't go. A ball and a strike.
Here we go.
Lakeland plays to the pull side of Petterini. Clearwater third baseman. Trying to keep their season alive. Lakeland looking for a second straight trip to the championship series. 1-1, ground ball to second. Heel touches the bag.
Yeah.
There we go. Lakeland wins.
Tigers are ready for takeoff with the destination set. The Florida State League Championship Series as Lakeland.
Nice. Oh, that's like a lot of ice.
That was crazy amount of ice. No Gatorade.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and we don't know who they're going to play yet because Daytona and St. Lucie are tied at 1-1.
They took the second half, and now they sweep the
Not a bad minor league season so far, huh?
the winner
2 championship games.
Daytona and
Yeah.
St. Lucie.
Well, yeah, and then the Complex League, what they lost in their one game.
Yeah.
Or was it
3. So I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. 3, right?
It was a wild night here in the
Hello,
ballpark.
Zach.
We welcome you
Zach.
back inside the broadcast booth. What a pleasure it's been to be with you all season long in the Flying Tigers Baseball Network, and at least one more
All right, I'm
game
gonna-
at home, and
All
at
right,
least
I'll
one
get it.
more games overall. We're going on the road then to St. Lucie. If you want to check us out on the Flying Tigers Baseball Network, tune into our social media accounts.
Wait,
We'll have
is
a link
he-
there. You can also go on the Flying
Did he just
Tigers
decide that
website
St. Lucie
and listen live.
won the title?
Apparently.
You know, they're not quite there yet, but yeah, all right.
Oh, he
2-1.
said or Daytona Sunday night.
Oh, okay, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, he did say
I
that.
didn't hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. 2
So-
wins, 2 hours and 40 minutes of podcasting. Only 40 for me.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go another 2 hours, but and also you did the Moto C metrics before, so
Yeah, my voice. That's why I think towards the end I was just getting quiet because it's like I'll have to say my voice. I have an interview tomorrow and I gotta get ready.
good luck. Yeah, all right. Thanks for hosting this again. I guess. Well, I mean, we'd like to get out to some of these playoff games next week.
Amen.
We may have to split
We're
duties.
gonna have to split duties. We're gonna have to split duties. You'll probably hit West Michigan. I'll probably hit up Erie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ray Rivera going out the AFL. That's a good point, Josh. I'll be seeing Josh next week. I got a hat to deliver to him. At,
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, there's Erie's gonna. Thank you. I appreciate that. So Erie's gonna take care of business next week. We'll potentially have 4 championships. So they will be taking on Altoona. So right now, it's just like I said earlier in the podcast. It's just a live stream earlier that they're playing possum against each other. But if you thank you for Elton to Charles, or I believe, or no, somebody else donated earlier. Thank you for the donations, appreciate it. And there's going to be a game. There's going to be a preview for every. We're going to keep doing a game previews and everything. But if you like the live stream, if you like us to continue us doing this, if we're not on the road next week and we're happy to be home, if you like this, let us know. And the feedback is always welcome. And so, hopefully we'll have we'll have Jerry back on. Jerry really enjoyed it. Well, maybe have Joe Rampy. Joe Rampy is yet to make his debut. So,
sure, Joe would like to do that.
Yeah, Dookie Pickles, thank you. Everybody in their chat, CPA Steve 981, thank you. And keep it close, everybody. As the Lakeland Flying Tigers advance to the FCL Championship for the second consecutive year, beating Clearwater 7-5, and the West Michigan Whitecaps, your Eastern Division champs, as they take care of business, beating Lake County 4-0. For myself, Rafael Castillo, and Chris Brown, we'll talk to you soon. Have a good night, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, and I forgot the music, but ready. Where is it? Here we go.
You know, it's wild.